to cross into another building safe and sound. Thanks to that smoke bridge that he did just a while ago. Now here comes Jubranki with an attack, defending the compound. Jubranki, of course, was able to got that point. Unfortunately, though, for Trang, Jiggle spots him out. He spots the push, but also compromised his exact location as well. And then he tried to back it away, but can Frankie still save his teammate here?
Oh, it's going to be pretty tough. There's a crosshead down onto him. So he might need to let this one go. Yep, there he goes. The zone will take him away. And the circle continues to shift again. HORAA, Esports, Team Flash, both of them have the circle, but they're on different sides of the road. And they have different teams to deal with. On Team Flash, they have T2K and also BTR as their neighbors.
Oh, yeah. But I feel like, with this kind of position, Sir Cloud, T2K as well as BTR might, challenge up the boys of Team Flash before they head on towards the safe zone. For Miracle Vibes, okay, there's a lot of pressure considering that they're still outside of the zone. And, of course, it wasn't really a best spot, for 4MV, and they just got eliminated. HORAA, however, 10 elimination points? Are you kidding me? Now they're popping off.
Wow, now they're dominating, and they still have the circle with the compound, so it's still a perfect scenario for them. Let's see if they can wrap things up, but we'll leave that for later because now we have 4 other teams before we crown our chicken dinner for game number 2. And look at the other side. Teams, Bigatron Knights now coming in. T2K is on the other side. They'll focus on the Team Flash for now, but T2K, they don't really know that T2K is behind those containers.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. I mean, this is the perfect opportunity for T2K, considering that they're down to just 2 players, so all they need to do is just really do a third-party thing here, and they're doing great, I can say. They're trying to apply a lot of pressure onto Team Flash and BTR as well. We got Kent already on the ground here. This could be bad for both BTR and Team Flash. I mean, just look at what T2K is doing. I mean, they're trying to throw a lot of nades and just waiting for the right opportunity to kind of pounce.
Oh, speaking of pouncing, Bigatron Knights now pouncing onto Team Flash Villain. Speaking of Kent is back up again. And now he needs the time to reset. T2K still monitoring the situation, looking at the elimination feed. But now we're at stage 9. And the zone will close all the way till the end. Car still down, being picked up. And Hobbs, from on top of this building, from the 2nd floor, got one out of BTR Villain.
Alright, here we go. Kent for 1-3R. Of course, he would want to make it happen. Can he shut down Zayas? Okay, Zayas, he missed that opportunity to shut down Kent at this point, but he is coming after him. Definitely top still trying to make it happen for Team Flash, even though he is the last surviving member. Oh, going berserk here. Tops was able to bag them all.
Oh man, big clutch moment, but he's not out of it yet. Now he has to deal with the zone. Where is he going to go right now at the same time? Team Secret tried to cut across, but HORAA Esports is stopping them at that track. And Team Secret eliminated at number 4. Sleepy puts pressure onto T2K now with Love down and Jaya down. Sleepy gets a double elimination back-to-back, taking out T2K. Actually tops against the wall. 10% of health. He does have a lot of first aids, but he does not have the space for it as HORAA Esports. The Gurkhas of Nepal, claiming chicken dinner number 2.
Oh my goodness! Another chicken dinner for HORAA Esports. Well, not in this game. I'm just saying that, impressive match coming from HORAA Esports. And that was a great winner chicken dinner. I should have chosen them for the 2nd round.
Well, I mean...
And you got the point!
Yeah. They had a momentum for game 1. You can see that determination, and glad to see them scoring this chicken dinner.
Oh man, it was a delicious chicken dinner nonetheless. For the side of HORAA Esports, and just look at Sleepy. This guy is definitely not sleepy when it comes to the battle battlefield. He's like the Freddy Krueger, you know, in Miramar. I mean, just really getting everyone, right? And getting all the points that Team HORAA needs, of course, to survive in this competition. And of course, we also got Jiggle living up to his name. I mean, he knows how to dance. He knows how to remain elusive from the other players, from the other teams inside the battlefield. Hence, you know, for HORAA Esports, another teamwork, top-notch performance, hence getting the chicken dinner.
Yeah, he is. HORAA Esports, not only the chicken dinner, but they also bagged a lot of eliminations. I believe it's the most so far, but we'll get the confirmation in a bit more once we see the match stats for this round. And HORAA Esports, great rotation as well from the high ground to come into St. Martin, takes the building at the end of St. Martin, retains themselves in the middle of the circle, and they got the circle towards the end to score the chicken dinner, but it was not an easy one for them. Other than HORAA Esports, we got to give it up to Team Flash, TALON, as well as Team PANDUM.
A promising performance, I can say, coming from HORAA Esports, Team Flash, even TALON, even Team PANDUM. My goodness, you know, it's turning out to be quite an aggressive day number one of the grand finals. Again, understandably so, because there's a need for these guys to build their foundation for day number one. That means that you need to rack up a lot of points just to make sure that you create that lead that we always talk about in every competition there is. Now, just getting head-to-head here, we've got Jiggle versus Dimsy of Team PANDUM in terms of elimination points. It is right there, same. Damage output definitely goes to Jiggle, so that means that he was able to drop more players compared to Dimsy. When it comes to assist, it's Jiggle as well. Team contribution, 71.43%, Sir Cloud. That only goes to show that Dimsy carried this around a bit.
Yeah, so Dimsy did a lot of work for Team PANDUM, but the player that, well, no surprise by now, we saw the numbers, that did a lot of work for the team. Of course, our MVP this round is Sleepy from HORAA Esports with 7 eliminations, 1,136 damage. Man, this guy was working hard throughout the entire round.
Oh, definitely. The numbers don't lie. That's what we always say. And if you got the numbers, then, you know, that will be the one making noise for you. And that's exactly what Sleepy is standing up right now in front of us, getting the MVP title. Top performers, ladies and gents. We also got Jiggle and, of course, Guy on your screen. But Dimsy, oh, man, this guy is always, you know, part of the top performers list. And again, you know, day number one shaping up to be quite a, I can say, a grand day for all of the teams here.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, all the teams really did their best, and everyone's giving us a good show overall. So because it's like 3 days, right? So although these teams are currently on top, but we are still like into just game number 2. It's still anyone's game who could take home the championship. Oh, okay. So we have a, I would call this like a replay, a map feed of HORAA Esports and their journey to the chicken dinner.
Yeah, just look at that. They were able to hold on to a compound right outside of the zone here. It took their time to get inside the safe zone. I mean, they're not really so aggressive just yet, you know, in getting a lot of conflicts resolved, you know, up until perhaps stage 5, if I'm not mistaken. That was the time. It's now time for us to rack up some points. I think they started with Talon, I believe, because Talon was actually right up behind them.
Yeah, Talon was on that high ground, so they had to deal with Talon. And the best part is that Talon actually went down first, but they took that house on the north side. So HORAA Esports, they probably saw that and they're like, okay, nope, it's not going to be worth it for us to challenge. We have other options. Instead, we take the southern side house instead of St. Martin. And that was a great call because circle went there. It was in the middle of the last circle, so it was hard for them to miss the next circle.
Yeah, amazingly done, I can say. Again, during the first few zones, they were a bit passive. But mid-game, that kind of pushed them to actually engage, maybe considering the fact that they are at the edge of the circle. They were holding on to that high ground advantage for for as long as they could, but they needed to come back down to that little portion of that area right there, and was able to take that compound and just work from there, hence getting one of the biggest so far in terms of numbers. At least for day number one of the grand finals, we can definitely see this number go higher and higher as we progress onto the games. Team Flash coming in at second of Vietnam. Again, great performance. 11 points, not bad at all. But from former Vibes down to DRS Gaming, they only managed to put up 1 point. And I guess, for the side of 4MV and NS REDFORCE, this is not, still the performance that we know coming from the amazing teams.
Yeah, we still have a lot more games to go. We have a total of, let's see, let me do the math, 16 games to go, so the numbers could still go up. But speaking about numbers that did not go up, it's the throwables used. It's cut down by 100. That's how big the difference is. And well, I guess it's just teams, for some reason, they prefer to go for gunfights this time. Hence, we see the numbers are now pretty low, 231 throwables used in this round. But that's an okay number. What's going to be important is the overall ranking number. And HORAA Esports is number 1.
Number 1! Hey! I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys down there in the comment section spamming with purple hearts. Yeah, they moved up 3 ranks after just 2 games here for J number 1. BTR coming in at second with 22, but this is I can say quite a good lead, for the side of HORAA Esports. There's also Team Flash, Team Secret, TALON, and Team PANDUM that moved up quite a bit onto the ranks here. Team Flash with 14, and from 6 down to 9, teams managed to put up 11 points.
And on page number 2, Formidable Vibes. Ooh, the reigning champions. Only 1 point out of 2 rounds. That is so weird to see them all the way down there. I mean, it's Formidable Vibes.
Yeah, they're also the defending champion, so to speak. So not quite sure what kind of performance we can expect for them. If they win Clash of Giants Season 6, then that would be their 4th championship title for Ruthless Hype Esports. And as we all know, right, I think 4MV is going to a big change roster, in terms of roster and players. I feel like there will be a change of players, right? So definitely their gameplay, their overall synergy, their overall team composition will definitely be affected. And right now, after just 2 games, it's not so good just yet. But hey, we still got 4 matches to go for this evening, so guys, please don't go away. More action will be coming. Red Queen Insert Club. Hey, ladies and gents, welcome back to the Ruthless Grand Finals. Day 1 is heating up and the tension is palpable. And the stakes have never been higher. We've witnessed incredible plays, nail-biting finishes, and shocking upsets already. And now we're diving straight into game number 3. And HORAA Esports is currently dominating the overall rankings, but can they maintain their lead? Welcome back to the Clash of Giants Season 6. My name is Red Queen, together with Sir Cloud.
And we'd like you to join with us together on this grand finals by putting in your comment or your questions and insert the hashtag COG6 and hashtag Ruthless at the same time, and you could be featured on our live stream. Your name will be there, we'll read it out, and we'll make you famous. Basically, you can screenshot, you can record it, you can post on your own social medias and so on and so forth. But what is going to be posted on social media is HORAA Esports scoring chicken dinner number 2.
Oh, definitely. You know what? The stage is already set and the players are ready. And of course, the fight for the Ruthless Championship intensifies as we are about to dive into Miramar for our third match of this evening. Alter Ego Eras and HORAA Esports were able to bag their winner chicken dinners. Who will be next?
Ooh, that's where we need to predict who will be next. Who will be next? Maybe let's let production do it first this time. Let's see what's going to be the pick. Trust the process. Put BTR again.
Okay, you know what? I feel like I'm gonna stick it with the guys. You know, it wasn't a good game number 2 for DRS, and I believe with what Delta can do, because I've seen this guy really perform, and it wasn't even like full effort just yet. He was not even at 100%, so I feel like DRS will come back strong for this round.
Ooh. Okay, Red Queen locking in DRS.
DRS.
Darius Soldiers. Okay, alright. So that's locked in. Okay. Oh man, it's so hard. I mean, who else? Having a headache now. As always. Okay. Let's see here. Well, I'd like to welcome back Alter Ego. So let's go, Alter Ego. Let's go, Indo Pride.
Okay, here we go. So again, you know, we'd love for you guys to join into conversation. So again, just spam the comment section. You know, let us know which teams you guys are rooting for or who you guys are supporting. We'd love to know all about it. And don't forget, if you do have some questions you would like to ask us, you know what to do. Don't forget to include the official hashtags COG6 and Ruthless.
Yes, so that we can feature your name. If you don't do that and you've been asking questions hopefully to be featured, well, you gotta do that first, okay? You gotta follow the rules. There's a lot of everyone watching and everyone wants to be featured. I know that, people. Just put in the hashtags and our beautiful admins might pick you up. So, yep, put it away. We haven't had a comment yet today, so be the first one.
Yes. And you know what? HORAA Esports, again, the Purple Hearts, you know, currently in the driver's seat if you guys missed on the action that happened just a while ago. However, Alter Ego Eras also did manage to put one chicken dinner under their belt. So they're trying to prove perhaps day number 1 as early as now that they are definitely a serious contender, right, with a game 1 of victory, and all thanks to the huge fandom of Alter Ego Eras of putting them here back to the grand finals. I know some of you guys are looking for Tribe Aeromacy. Unfortunately, they will have to deal, I guess, with another business someplace else. That is why they weren't available, right, to perform for us for the grand finals. But I'm pretty sure they're happy as well and probably grateful for the fact that, you know, a lot of you guys are supporting them up until now. But Alter Ego Eras, I think the next team that scored quite big, you know, during the last chance. That is why we are seeing them perform right now.
Yes, and so far they have been showing that they're able to perform. I mean, in game 1, they scored chicken dinner. It's just also to tell people that, hey, you know what? We treasure your votes. We're gonna give our best. And they came out with the chicken dinner, and now they are somewhere up there. But of course, consistency is gonna be the key. It doesn't matter how you start; it matters how you end. And we have 16 more games to go, so plenty of games, ladies and gentlemen. That also means that you gotta book your time and your days tomorrow and day after to know what's gonna happen.
You know what? You're right, Sir Cloud. I mean, consistency will probably always the thing that we're going to be looking out for the teams. The fact that it's not really easy to pull off, this consistency that we love to talk about. These guys always just make it look easy, but then again, not cracking under pressure is probably one of the things that they should manage to master, because coming in to another game, you know how it is always a gamble, right? We don't know if they're going to be winning, if they're going to be losing, but the fact of the matter is, if you have been able to really develop your mental stamina for this one, going through a lot of matches in a day can also be hard. It can be quite exhausting. So yeah, cracking under pressure and not being consistent, one of those things that can greatly affect someone's game, and that is why we keep on saying that it's not always how you start the game, but how you finish it. And right now we can see that both teams were able to score a chicken dinner, but for how long can they replicate that kind of energy back into the remaining matches? That will always be a question, because the beauty of battle royale is the fact that it is unpredictable.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, you don't know where will the circle go. You don't know whether your drop zone will be challenged by other teams. You don't know what sort of weapons you get. You don't know what sort of vehicles you get. That's the whole RNG thing. And that makes every round special. There's no round that's going to be the same. And that's the beauty of Battle Royale, that you have all these amazing teams. And we have 18 of them in this lobby. And what you said during the broadcast early on in the in round number 2, all of them are giants by their own. So it's hard to put a finger onto one team that might be the champion for this season. But we're gonna restart our match. After this, people, it's gonna be MIRAMAR. Let's go.
All right, so the action shifts back to the desert landscapes of Miramar once again. Let's see if HORAA can still adapt and probably maintain their lead on this map, or will Alter Ego Eras capitalize on this opportunity? Game 3, of course, is about to start, but let's check out what is happening onto the left side of the screen here. We got Sleepy HORAA having the title of most knockouts, but when it comes to popping heads, it is Dempsey coming from Team PANDUM.
And look at the top players. Highest damage. Everyone from HORAA Esports on the chart. So we're going to get a lot of HORAA Esports players after a phenomenal performance in the previous round. Most eliminations, Sleepy. Most knockouts, still Sleepy. We got No Fear there as well. The guy who brought them the second place finish in game 1. And headshots, well, okay, we have a bit of a switch here for the headshots. But headshots, cool. All 3, same. Highest damage, back to HORAA Esports. And actually, No Fear was is the one that is holding the highest damage so far.
Yeah, 1,700 points. Oh my goodness. This makes this guy very dangerous inside the battlefield. Now, let's see. DRS Gaming went for a vehicle gameplay, but whoa. The circle actually favored a little bit onto the northeast side of the map. But this is the same brawl that we've seen just a while ago. It's going to be Fourth Arrives, if I'm not mistaken, versus NS REDFORCE, or is this team at PANDUM? Huh. Oh, this is Royal Dragon. Okay, the Royal Dragon versus NS REDFORCE. And it's a 3-1 split coming from the side of NS. So there's one of them going in for an off angle, probably getting the information. But cannot say who has the biggest opportunity of winning the fight. So let's just wait and see until these two teams decide to go for the exchange.
Yeah, this is going to be round 2 between the two. And the last time, REDFORCE, they won. And looks like Xavier, they're in the fight with HAINA Esports somewhere else. And they got the first knock. Slayer. Oh, he still felt the burn.
Oh, burn, baby, burn. Oh, is it going to be the end for Slayer? But, oh, man, did you see that pick with the UMP? Oh, man. Skills definitely at its finest right now. He deserves the name Slayer because he's been slaying, from the get-go, getting the job done for the side of HAINA Esports. And now he's looking to shut down Levi's completely. But Natty T buying some time here. He is assisting his teammate. And I'm pretty sure that D-Saver won't let this one happen. Levi's needs to get to a secure spot here and be protected by his teammate. But Slayer trying to really find an opening here to try and take down at least 2 players of D-Saver.
And Slayer has Nick on the other side. Natty T picking out Levi's. Well, Nick is providing cover fire. And now Slayer not able to get his target, but Slayer been knocked down instead. Now it's only Pekka, the final player for his team, HAINA Esports. Where is he? Okay, he's just on the outside. Pekka shows himself. Pekka gets 1. Pekka secures the elimination point, but now they're on to him. Pekka pretty low. Jump shot by Pekka, but he's surrounded. And Nick will finish him off.
I was about to say Pekka picked a pack of players, but yeah, he was the one who got shut down, unfortunately. Now getting back into the action, and it's REDFORCE versus Royal Dragons Master Zerdy and Frag, both down on the ground. Saba right now coming in for the charge. Claw trying to heal himself up. Of course, he needs to be at his best shape just to make sure they got that advantage over, and it's REDFORCE, but this is a 3v2 XZY out of the game. Let's see what's going to happen as Binny waits and tries to set up a trap here. Doxy outside of the building, but coming up the kill feed, man, it continues to light up because Austria right now going up against ERANGEL, and that is one big grenade elimination coming from Sakura.
And here we go, 2v2 in the building while DZ is playing the support role behind. DZ not joining up yet in case Royal Dragon they do something funny. And we have Doxy going up to the 3rd floor. He should show himself soon while Beanie is waiting on the 2nd floor. They're just circling around, having a standoff here, just like how it was in the previous round. While we move over to EARENA, we have Austria, Thailand in front of them with Sakura down.
I think there's a teammate pretty close to Sakura at this point, so maybe they can still heal up, trying to revive their teammate. But of course, everything needs to be done meticulously so as to not give an advantage to the opposing team. Sakura is still bleeding out there, and I think this will, of course, the timing, for Joker to ping up his teammate, because nobody is going for the hard push just yet.
Yeah, since they have the circle, they somewhat have the time. Now, Beanie is not really making the move. Doxy, he does have DBS, but he's not making big moves as well. Everyone's really, really cautious. While Royal Dragon doing pretty much the same. Utility-wise, they're pretty okay still. But then again, if you are stuck here, you're not really moving, you don't really have the chance to loot somewhere else, and by the time you move out of this area, other teams would have been much more well looted as compared to these two teams.
Yep, but this is pretty much a standoff already from these two teams. I mean, nobody wants to give up their position just yet. I mean, if you move around the building, then pretty much the opposing team can definitely say where you are exactly. And I guess, both the teams doesn't want to give that information. Now, we got a live comment from Polar Bear OP. Will Ruthless arrange official qualifiers for underdog teams from every country for COG Season 7? Ooh, that's a neat idea. Not gonna lie.
Oh, though we can't really answer this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great idea. I mean, I would like to see like really, really new teams or really, really new players, like a whole squad. New amateur teams making it to the Clash of Giants and making it to the Grand Finals, and who knows, lifting the trophy up against all these other amazing giants. That will be a story to tell.
Oh, definitely. But then again, we are still wishing for Ruthless Hype Esports to kind of organize a LAN event. So I think we should do that first because again, we'd love to go to Nepal, and just experience the culture and the beauty of the country has to offer. Now, getting back into action, EARENA Tiger. Oh, he got left behind. He's holding on to a micro Uzi here. He is a bit far away from the rest of the team. But there's Red Bull and Secret playing for Austria, and they're taking the blue. To be honest, Tiger he doesn't have any vehicles, so perhaps that's the big reason why, or the biggest consideration why he did not leave with the rest of the team here. But let's see what's going to happen because again, you don't want to overextend your stay out there in the blue zone, especially in Miramar, because that could be like the start of something not great, for the whole team, and the whole team might suffer because of it. Now, getting back into Austria, no movement at all, for both of the teams here, and I don't know for how long they're gonna be staying here, Sir Cloud.
Yeah, because they're like what 3,000 meters away from the circle. Look at
Oh
how far
man.
they are. And the circle will obviously move, and it might be further away from them. Okay, let's see. Okay, just a tad bit, but still about 3,000 meters away. That is far.
Oh yeah, you're right. And again, if you don't have that much resources inside your backpacks and overextending your stay here in the blue zone, that could be again catastrophic for the whole team. Tiger getting damaged by Shopper. But again, how are they going to be escaping this monster cloud? They don't have any vehicles. They're low on resources, and it's already time for them to actually move. And look at that, EARENA Academy already prioritized to get inside the circle. All of them headed towards that direction right now, but there's a need for them to kind of stop, once in a while to get some more resources. Because again, there might be a team to greet them the moment they step into the safe zone, and if they're not prepared, if they're low in HP, then all of that will be pointless.
Uh, yeah, that's the thing about being holding on to one spot for quite a long time. But looking at San Martin again on our mini screen, there seems to be action here. Okay, we got NS REDFORCE, and they want to fight against Royal Dragons. Okay, neat stuff here by NS REDFORCE. So 2 wins in 2 for them against Royal Dragons in Miramar.
Yep, Jubenki though got shut down, but I believe that was was that T2K or DRS. But anyway, T2K Igneous. Oh, what a shot with a mini 14 coming from Doc. A 4 miracle vibes. My goodness, in an instant, Igneous got knocked down on the ground. So that's an unsolicited help, for the side of a team Pandum going up against T2K. I mean, Igneous caught off guard right there. So let's see how Team Pandum is going to be defending this compound. I mean, definitely T2K Esports will take over and will assume points here. So are they going to be aggressive at this point, considering that they're down to just 3 of their members?
Well, might as well. Go for it. Team Pandum is waiting for them to make those moves. In fact, Team Pandum only has 2 active players, so the numbers do favor T2K. It's a matter of time, I believe, till they make the execution, because you don't really want to share the same compound in case another team comes by.
Mm-hmm. Rose, of course, just threw a nade just a while ago to kind of disorient Team Pandum at this point. But since Dimsy was able to evade that attack, both Maxius and Dimsy just waiting for T2K to just come at them, right? I mean, they're in position. They're not going to go for the offense here, obviously. But T2K, if they want to crash this compound, if they want to flush out Team Pandum, hopefully they bagged enough resources. They bagged enough throwables to kind of just, be successful in flushing them out at this point.
And next circle will be upon us soon. Circle middle or hard shift? A lot of teams in the middle now. And looks like it's going to hard shift towards the northern side, towards the area of water treatment. Also, Thailand and EARENA looks like both of them are already moving, and it was a truce by these 2 teams to at least survive this stage.
Again, it's a quiet Miramar. Honestly, we're not seeing any teams really fight it off just yet. But there's a fight that might be brewing up north. That would be for Thrive's Talon and some Voice of Horror esports as well. But we're looking at D Savior. Currently, they are already right in the middle, inside water treatment, if I'm not mistaken. They're pretty close with BTR, and there's the exchange that we have been waiting to happen for stage number 3 here. Coming off the kill feed, it's Misery that got dropped by No Fear of Horror esports. So there's one player down onto the side of both Talon and T2K.
And here we go from the high ground. Sky got Axel from Talon, knocking him down. The other player of Talon managed to go up to the high ground. But Sky, he wants to finish up the job. He wants to secure that point for HORAA esports. And he will do it. That's going to be point number 2 for HORAA esports. Now he has his eyes set on 4 Thrives.
HORAA esports really being effective right now. Hopefully they can maintain this pace up until we reach, the final match for this evening, so that they could really maintain their lead, compared to everyone else. But getting back into action, it looks like 4 Miracle Vibes is interested to join in the game. Third party situation, Mexican standoff, but this is not looking too good for the side of T2K, man. They are in between like patty from a burger, and one of them currently down on the ground floor. MB making a move up against T2K and Team Pandum this time, and I'm telling you, T2K is not in the best of spots.
And Love is one down. Ajaya is alone in the building. And here comes 4 Miracle Vibes. They're coming in. Ajaya will be knocked down and immediately eliminated by Dimsy from Team Pandum. 4 Miracle Vibes now still sharing the same area with T2K. The final player, Rules. 50% of health with a Scar L. Baron currently down. They're on their way to save him. While Rules is out of utilities. He only has 1 first aid now.
Love keeps looking at the ground here, and Rawls definitely having a hard time at the moment managing 2 teams all on his own. Okay, Baron is knocked down on the ground, so perhaps, this could be that window of opportunity for Rawls to reset, to heal himself up, and probably, if he still can, okay, not maybe escape, but really prepare for a fight. But the 3v1 situation is overwhelming, to anyone, not just to Rawls, but for any team in that matter. DRS, not looking too good as well. Killer YT down on the ground, Delta example out of the game. That makes Gante all alone. Unfortunately, Break spots him and caught him sleeping, to be honest. And that is it for the side of the Real Soldiers. 456, aka Rosemary, got shut down by Trang of Team Secret. And this is a good performance so far for Team Secret. They are on a roll, and now they're coming after the remaining boys of Alter Ego Heirs, the first winner chicken dinner.
Yeah, and all their players, each one at least have 1 elimination point, and they're looking for more. It's only Badru and Octa now. And here comes Badru! He gets 1. And Frankie right in front of him. But the follow-up happened swiftly as Frankie got Badru. 1 more to go. And where is he? Okay, Octa's coming in. Break needs to win the 1v1 against Octa right now. Break with 50% of health, and Octa from the back! Octa from the back! Literally broke Break! And Team Secret now falling apart.
All action happening right now in front of your screen, ladies and gents. Austria coming to play as well, and there goes Octa. I mean, he needed to back away as much as possible, leaving Badru in this very bad situation. Oh man, Badru desperately crawling back to Octa at this point, but Austria needs to be careful as well, because Team Flash is also just around the corner and probably deciding, okay, are we going to be joining the fight? Are we going to be assuming points? But whatever happens, Octa is in a world of danger here.
Yeah, Octa, where is he going to go now? They know that he's there. Look at this. Look at Red Bull. He has his name cooked up. So they kind of have an idea that he's on 2nd floor. Octa just got Red Bull. Nice shot. Now he has to follow up. But he's not able to secure that elimination point yet. Red Bull is behind this wall. Octa went all the way back. Chopper is following up. They need to save Red Bull. Red Bull is bleeding out now. They have to make it quick. As Chopper 50% of health at Octa just right in front of Secret. Lobster nade across. And now they know exactly where Octa is. But got a little bit of help from top of the hill. Wait a second, it was Octa. Octa came out with that knock and elimination of the secret.
Man, Octa is going berserk at this point. Was able to shut down 2 players of Austria all by himself and was able to bag that point. But Austria, again, oh my goodness, not in a good position because this is the exact same thing that they did to Octa. Right now, it's Shopper taking the place of Octa in this situation because 4 Miracle Vibes also would want to assume points, from this game. 4 elimination points now for 4MV, and this is 4MV355. Don't exactly know who this guy is, but let's see how good is going to be performing for tonight's set of matches. We got Sleepy and T24 from behind the box. This is the dance. Who will be winning the fight? Who will get served? Sleepy getting some damage done. Drop shot coming from T24. And amazingly done. Beautifully executed by T24 of 4 Thrives. Hence getting another point done.
Amazing drop shot by T24 there. But the fight's not over yet for HORAA Esports. Now, they have 4 Thrives still in front of them. And they have this high ground. Okay, here we go. Jiggle with a high ground advantage. But then again, his position compromised. They know where he's at now. But the bad news for Jiggle and also for Thrice is that they do not have circle. Both of them have to move forward. So it will be an interesting fight to get into the circle itself.
All right, we go. T24. He's got nowhere to go at this point. I mean, he's holding on to an M4, but he's pretty surrounded. Not just... I mean, he's pretty surrounded by HORAA Esports, I can say. But let's see what 4 Thrives have up on their sleeves. They've already had 2 bad games. Perhaps this could be their redemption. Round 3 into day number 1 of the grand final. Here comes Doc C. In the meantime, shutting down a BTR. He's cooking up that nade. Can he be Can he shut down Villain? Oh, did he? Was he able? Okay, no, but he's holding on to a DBS here, getting some points. And now here comes the backup. I thought he was the only one there, but TZ is right there to support him. But great spot, though, coming from Carr. He might be able to avenge his fallen comrades, but with his health, oh, he's not looking too good. But he's still alive. He still remains elusive coming from that attack of REDFORCE.
And he's back up again, cooking his name behind the smoke. Only the smoke is covering him at this moment, but Doxy got him from the higher ground. There was nothing that could stop REDFORCE from winning the fight.
They're a force to be reckoned with. Okay, here we go. Again, this is also might be quite a redemption game, for the side of REDFORCE. 2 games, not really good. They did not perform well, so perhaps, for round 3, we can taste, even like a small taste of their power, like what they can do in the battlefield. Perhaps this is the game, that we have been waiting for. But anyway, HORAA Esports now 7 elimination points, and just look at that. No Fear bagged 6 of them. And now here comes another one, 7 for HORAA Esports, and all because of No Fear. Is he going to be the MVP for this round once again?
Wow, it's looking good actually. 7 eliminations now for No Fear. Okay, bringing a lot of points to HORAA Esports. Let's see if we can actually hit that double digit and be dominating with 10 eliminations. Now, he's in the circle on the northern side. We don't really see a team that could challenge him for now, so the chances are still there.
Chances are still there. It's anyone's ball game, to be honest, up until now. I mean, this is just stage 1, and a lot of teams are definitely showing up, but not NC2, man. He got caught sleeping right there by Firen, but good job at, getting behind that exploded vehicle right in the nick of time. He's still alive, even though Firen has been, unleashing havoc up against NC2. He remains quiet, okay, not moving any muscle, but hopefully he can retaliate and perform a counterattack up against Fire, but of course that is still hard to pull off considering his position. Now, just checking out the map feed here, we can see D Savior already taking a spot down in water treatment, so they're the first team to be right down there in the middle. Team Flash for MV definitely going head to head in just a while. As for Sem9, there's a little bit of pressure considering the fact that both Sem9 and HORAA Esports are having an exchange right outside the zone. But you know what? 4 Miracle Vibes looking to dominate in this fight. So they're coming after Bows and the rest of Team Flash. Tops is a bit far away, and there goes the exchange. We can hear a lot of gunshots. Here comes Doc now with a massive spray of his own, but wasn't able to put down Bows just yet.
And Doc trying to find his target, but the smoke isn't really helping him. He does have the high ground though. Now they're waiting patiently for Team Flash. Oh, but from the side, Tops got 355. Oh, but Youngsu got knocked down, so a bit of a trade between the two teams. And now Bows tries to get as close as possible, tries to get a vision. 355 eliminated by Tops. 4 medical vibes. Now playing as a trio. Sends a nade across, but Bows able to evade it.
Doc, of course, will not let go of this vantage point. Bows, I mean, if he can get this shot, man, hands down to this player. I mean, it's a peculiar angle, right, coming from down below, so it's always hard to pull off that kill. But let's see what he is going to do in this situation. I mean, he was able to shut down Ruthless, so that is promising. But then again, great counter coming from former Vibes because Bows already down on the ground, and an exchange happened between Doc and Tops, and Doc remained at the top of his game for Miracle Vibes domination, ladies and gents, eliminating Team Flash with only 3 points under their name.
For Miracle Vibes, they're clearly not happy with their previous performance, and they want to make up to it. Now the next challenger is going to be REDFORCE with TZ in front of them, and Doc, there's going to be a good clear shot, but it's going to be Ruthless knocking TZ. Now only Doc C on the other side. Let's see who's the bigger Doc.
Oh, man. Nobody's definitely going to be looking for a doctor in the house, right? And we got 2 docs over here, so let's see who will be the best doc. Right you are, Sir Cloud. D-Savior, 794, Miracle Vibes, HORAA Esports, and its REDFORCE final 5 teams. Stage 6 for game number 3 here in Miramar. Doc C trying to find the best spot that could potentially help him get all the points that he needs for REDFORCE to come back on top here. But then again, looking at the situation with only 1 player for the side of the Koreans might be hard to pull off, but if it can pick his battles smartly, then, potentially he could still, perhaps bag the winner chicken dinner. But then again, D-Savior, I mean, this is one of the top contenders, I can say. Same thing goes for Miracle Vibes and HORAA, so it could be hard. It could be hard. But Abu, okay, just went in for the massive spray. He knows exactly where Doc C is at the moment. So, again, could be hard for him to push.
Yeah, Doc C, I mean, I don't see anywhere for him to go. And now that the circle have moved, not sure how he's going to get out of that. But for 7-9, they have to get into the circle. Let's see what sort of route will they take. Circle still favors D-Savior, inside water treatment. I mean, if you're inside water treatment and you're the only team there, and you have the circle, that's such a fortress.
Yeah, definitely. And DC is pretty good at this one, like getting into position during the last few zones of the game, hence, like assuming a lot of points. I think they've already perfected that move rather. But anyway, No Fear again was able to go up against one player from Miracle Vibes. Unfortunately, he tried to manage 3 players from the side of 4MV, and you know how hard it is, of course. I mean, we're talking about Miracle Vibes, right? I mean, they're also killers, inside the game. Doc, low in HP, but they already managed to put up 8 elimination points. Ruthless is still down on the ground, so perhaps, we might be looking at the last active member for the side of 4MV.
But Doc is still not making it easy for any other teams. Still fighting back though, 50% of health left, and D-Savior, they know he's there. Behind this building, behind this water tank. And that's going to be a nade onto Doc. That's a signal to Doc that somebody's onto him.
Oh, definitely. I mean, game sense, game IQ must be top-notch, when it comes to, competitions as tight as this one. But this is a battle inside water treatment here. D-Savior backing away just a little, trying to get into the best spot that they could get their hands on. Sen9 trying to make their way in. I mean, Byron is, of course, on the rooftop, I can say. I don't know how else to call this one, but he does have quite a good vantage point. Unfortunately, this is quite exposed as well, so it could be hard to pull up. But as for REDFORCE, exiting the game with 10 elimination points, I can say it's pretty decent. This could be, like the start of the momentum that, we have been waiting for coming from the Koreans. Now we're looking at the 3 teams remaining here. We got D Savior from Vietnam, Sem9 from Malaysia, and 4MV from Mongolia. Now, D Savior, given the circumstances here, sir, I think the biggest threat would be Sem9. So perhaps they're coming after Sem9 first before they deal with Doc of 4MV.
Oof. And Dong, the only player of 4 Medical Vibes, do not have the circle. But there's one player of Sem9 close to Doc though, up north. Is that Bobo Who? Okay, not too sure. It's a bit too small. Hopefully we get a zoom in later on. But they don't seem to know that he's there, so Doc is still invisible to at least Sem9.
Yes, you're right. I mean, he's not like really. I mean, like he's not on foot. Obviously, he doesn't want Sem9 to be aware of the fact that, his lingering. He's lurking within the area, trying to find an opening knock. Timing is everything. But Boo, I think this is more about instinct right now, Sir Clown. He knows that there might be someone that could perhaps go off angle here, probably go in for a spray, and Sem9 wouldn't want to risk that one. I mean, they're so close at getting that chicken dinner. But if Doc pops off this smoke, it's a giveaway.
Yep, and that's exactly what he did. Okay, Doc knows that Boo Boo Hoo is there too. Okay, here we go. Boo Boo Hoo with a molly. He doesn't have the visual.
Wow!
Walk made it across.
It did. It did. So this might be Doc versus Boo, right? Let's see if who's gonna be winning the fight, because the other team members of Sem9 probably just mining or managing D Savior at this point. But just look at that. D Savior obviously pretty chill at this point, I mean, if you want us, come and get us. That's probably what they're saying at this moment.
All right, if that's what they're saying now, that means come get them. 2, 1, and zone start to close. Boo Boo Hoo has to make this quick now. Look at how fast the blue is traveling on Boo Boo Hoo's side. Tries to find an angle, tries to know exactly where Doc is at. He probably heard the footsteps. Doc is right in front of him with DBS.
Oh!
And the nade. And he managed to get away from that nade. Now it's still a 1v1. Boo Boo Hoo with the DBS. Doc with the same DBS as well. Doc is just right in front of Boo Boo Hoo. Who's going to make that move? Pops the smoke. And now he shows up. That's going to be one DBS shot that did not hit.
Oh man, the pressure is... Oh man, I'm running out of words to describe the pressure that we're experiencing right now. Adrenaline pumping action. That's what I'm about to say. Let's see who's going to be winning the fight. This 1v1 situation between 4 Miracle 5s and Sem9 is going to be Doc versus Boo at this point. Both holding DBS as their main weapon to go for that CQC.
Oh.
But as for the rest of D Savior right now, oh, there you go. Okay, that's the exchange. Boo on the fight, Kenny on the ground, Lamborghini cooking up a nade himself, trying to shut down the rest of Sem9, and he was able to do that.
Oh, let's see if Fearon's able to do this now. 1v3 against D Xavier, and that nade on top of the tag. Eliminated the final member of D Xavier of Sem9, and D Xavier with a rampage takes home chicken dinner number 3.
Oh man, I mean, okay, no doubt. Okay, I believe we have a new player right here. Is this the new player coming from Dinga Savior? This is the first time that I've seen this picture right here.
That is familiar. I need to recall. I'll come back on that.
Okay, but I feel like I've already seen this guy before. Did he play from other teams as well?
He is the coach of D Xavier.
Oh,
Yeah.
Nick. Okay, is he Nick? Is he really Nick?
Based on the picture.
Based on the picture, ladies and gents. Like, of course, nothing is official. coming from the casters. We'll just have to wait for these teams to make their official announcements when it comes to their roster playing for 2025. But then amazingly done by the Savior. Again, I think we did mention this a while ago, Sir Cloud, that the Savior knows exactly how to position themselves. And, to be honest, I already know. I kind of had the hunch already that they're going to be bagging the chicken dinner, for this round.
You had the hunch. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I wonder what's your hunch in the next round. I look forward to seeing your next prediction, man. Yeah, we're putting it out there. Anyway, for the Xavier, okay, this is a round that didn't really challenge them. Yes, they make their way into water treatment. They were inside water treatment, but no other teams actually went inside of water treatment. All the other teams fought on the outside, the hills of water treatment. So they were pretty much unchallenged. And they showed up towards the end just to wrap the game up with 7-9.
Exactly. And it's REDFORCE. Okay, how do I even begin to talk about NS REDFORCE? Okay, again, they didn't really perform that much, during the first and the second game for this evening. I can say that this is perhaps a start of their momentum, for match number 3 here in Miramar. Now, again, we're just looking for consistency. Perhaps they can, replicate the same energy back into the remaining matches, because definitely the fans out there, that's what they have been waiting for the side of the Korean. I mean, it was a great finish during the group stages. NS REDFORCE from the get-go, again, was pretty explosive. So there's no doubt, for NS REDFORCE to catch up with the numbers, from the teams already at the top spot. But getting head-to-head, 6 elimination points for the side of Doc C. Higher damage output as well compared to Doc, 2 assists, and team contributions pretty much the same. So slightly better performance, I can say, coming from Doc C when it comes to the head-to-head.
I like how production shows these two players as a comparison. Like we were talking about who's the better Doc, and well, I guess the better Doc is actually No Fear for HORAA Esports.
I mean, this is the second. Is this his third time or is the second time? Okay, so this is probably the second time, right, for No Fear to score that MVP title. And again, starting day number 1, I can say that HORAA Esports is pretty aggressive and showing great determination to kind of show up for the fans and give them a good time.
Yeah, revamp lineup, not only to the fans, but they want to show it to the bosses. Like, yeah, that's why you signed me. Yeah. And so far, so good for HORAA Esports. Surely with this sort of performance, they should still be at number 1. But other than No Fear, we have Doc C and Doc from Formidable Vibes up here as well. And we have Lamborghini from the Xavier, 5 eliminations. And No Fear, Doc C, and Doc, all 3 players have more than 1,000 damage. Wow.
You're right. So all I can say, for game number 3 here on Miramar, definitely shaking things up. The Savior's 10 elimination performance for Vietnam was a sight to behold. Not gonna lie there. But let's just check out how they were able to get to that point. How they were able to get to the winner chicken dinner. But yeah, I mean, looking at the situation, again, they did manage to get into the middle of the map right from the start. They're pretty close inside water treatment, and I think it was a bit of a late game play coming from the side of D Saver. Although they played with only 3 members, so one of them had an early elimination, but still, I mean, it's a stellar performance nonetheless coming from the side of D Saver. The fact that they were able to score the chicken dinner at a deficit is always great.
Yeah, and although it was an easy ending for them, like if we were to look at this, no other teams were challenging them, but they had an early fight in El Pozo. So they had to win that fight first before able to move into this. So it's not an easy win throughout for the Xavier. Of course, at the end, then they had Dog to kind of distract Boboku, and that's where they took advantage of 7-9, came in at the right timing, and scored the chicken dinner. So chicken dinner number 3 goes to the Xavier themselves with 10 eliminations.
Oh yeah. Well, Miramar delivered a thrilling game here, ladies and gents, filled with strategic plays and intense firefights. Xavier, obviously, of Vietnam, emerged as the star of the show, showcasing incredible individual skill with 10 elimination points. We saw him making, a lot of a lot of key rotations. Winning crucial fights and consistently outmaneuvering their opponents. And this is quite a performance coming from the Vietnam team.
And those are the match numbers. Of course, we want to see the overall numbers later on. But before we head on to that, we have to look at the match stats. And the throwables went even lower this time. Less than 200. 193 throwables used this round. So it looks like, again, it just shows that the trend of the teams, they're not in the mood for a throwing stuff. They're more in the mood of a gunfight play.
And also, Doc, a former Calvaz, third place definitely was earned through calculated risks, and effective zone control, even if he was all alone in that situation. I mean, that was a great intense fight that he had with Boo of Sem 9. I can say that, it has gotten us at the edge of our seats, to be honest. And that with massive performance, Xavier was able to move up 11 ranks in total. And as REDFORCE, despite not having a chicken dinner, it's a slow burn, to be honest, for the Koreans, but still, manages to move up 6 ranks. And former Vibes now part of the first page.
Well, that means that another team would take their place at number 18, and that's going to be Royal Dragons with 4 points, 4 thrice as well. Also kind of weird to see them down there with 4 points, so they are sharing the same amount of points. The other teams on page number 2, let's see here. I mean, they're all big names. We can name any one of them, man. It would still be weird to see them on page 2, but it's a competition. At the end of the day, somebody has to take that spot.
Oh, yeah. And also, the fact that Xavier was able to end the game with 10 elimination points, and that definitely stole, the spotlight from the other teams, the remaining teams inside of that last zone right there. Let's not forget the crucial contribution, of course, of No Fear, who earned the MVP award for this round. I mean, I already mentioned this. This is the second time that No Fear was able to snag that MVP title. So that only goes to show what a great game sense, for No Fear, and strategic positioning is very important. And we'll talk more about what just happened for the first 3 games here, ladies and gents. We're already halfway through day number 1 of the grand finals, so you don't want to change that channel. We will be back after a short break. Don't go away.
we're back, people. It is now the second half of day number 1 of the Grand Finals. This is the Clash of Giants Season 6. And DJ just came up with the chicken dinner inside Miramar, but we're done with Miramar. For now, we're moving on to ERANGEL next. My name is Sir Cloud. Together with Red Crew will be your storytellers for today. And then next, back to ERANGEL. We had a bit of a taste earlier on today with Alter Ego bagging the chicken dinner.
Oh yeah, I mean, Game 3 on Miramar was a showcase of high-level PUBG Mobile action. The Savior of Vietnam put an absolute clinic, demonstrating exceptional individual skill and game sense to achieve his 10 elimination points. I mean, we did saw a lot of intelligent rotations, aggressive pushes at the right moments, and precise aim. Now, again, ladies and gents, just to remind you that we have a special feature going on for the Clash of Giants Season 6, and that is, of course, featuring your questions. Now, all you need to do is just follow the mechanics that you can see on the screen, right? Type your questions, but don't ever forget to include our official hashtags, COG6 and Ruthless.
Yeah, if you're wondering why when you put in your comments, like why it's not featured, well, you probably forget the hashtag. So that's a reminder for all of you. And so far, we're getting different flags up here. We got Indonesia, we got Nepal, and we got Vietnam. I do hope that we can see all different flags on the screen. 3 more games to go here, ladies and gentlemen, as we head on to our ERANGEL match, 2 ERANGEL matches back to back, and then we'll end with a Miramar. And this is our top ERANGEL performance. We have played only 1 ERANGEL so far, and they are BTR, Alter Ego, DRS, and HORAA Esports.
Yeah, that was the first game just a while ago, ladies and gents. And if you missed on the action, it was Alter Ego Ares who actually bagged the first winner chicken dinner. But getting back into what just happened in Miramar, Sem9's second place finish was a result of excellent team coordination as well, and smart zone play, I can say, consistently finding advantageous positions. And of course, Doc of 4MV's third place finish highlighted their ability to adapt to changing circumstances and secure valuable points, and that's exactly what happened just a while ago. But here we go again with the prediction. Sir Cloud, you already have how 5 points? Are you kidding me? But hey, it's okay. Who am I gonna go for this time?
Okay, I had this name at the back of my mind, so I'm gonna pick this team. This team brought me point number 4, so I'm gonna go for them again. My boys from my hometown, country, whichever. Sem9, let's bring it on.
Okay, I see that. Getting back into ERANGEL, I feel like, oh, this is hard. I feel like going for Bigatron.
Ooh. Everyone's been going for Bigatron today, including my production, went for Bigatron. Now it's your turn. I mean, they've been knocking on the door, not gonna lie, they've been doing pretty nice. So I wouldn't be surprised at some point if they do score the chicken dinner. Now, production is looking for NS REDFORCE to make a big comeback. Okay,
I mean, again, we don't exactly have data for this one. Day number 1 of the competition here for the Grand Finals. It's a clean slate for everyone. Everyone's back to 0 just moments ago, before we started the game. And again, we are at the mercy of the teams here. If they're in the mood to fight, if they're in the mood to actually score a lot of points, then we'll definitely see them have an explosive performance, whatever happens inside the game. But for now, I mean, halfway through the day number 1 of the Grand Finals here, Sir Clyde, I think pretty much, this sets the stage. I mean, I got BTR, production has NS REDFORCE, you got Sem9, but we don't exactly know who's going to be winning the fight. And that is the beauty of Battle Royale being unpredictable, ladies and just that is why, this makes a very good game for us. That's why we enjoy it. And having said that, please do let us know which of the teams here you think is going to be bagging the winner chicken dinner. Let us know down there in the comments section. And again, just spam it with hearts and whatever color your team represents, because we would love to know, ladies and gents.
Yeah, we would love to know who your favorite team is, all right? And we'd like to see more of the fans from different regions. I see a lot of different languages on the comment section, so that's great. It just shows diversity. And it is PUBG Mobile Esports that brought us all together. So great work, people. Keep it up. We love the support for the show. But the show, of course, has to continue. We head on to our next match. Let's fly on to ERANGEL.
All right, here we go. Getting back into the action now in ERANGEL after 2 Miramars just moments ago, ladies and gents. So perhaps we will see Alter Ego Eras dominate once again, getting the winner chicken dinner. But the big question is, are the other teams going to let this happen? Now, if you're going to be paying attention to the left side of the screen here, you can see that, we have some mini titles for you guys. I mean, most number of headshots, highest damage output. We also got, the most knockouts. So pay attention to those names that you can see on the screen here, because definitely one of them will be the MVP for this round.
And you know what? These mini titles could be a clue to that. To the MVP award. That's what I was about to say. The one that brings the $500 individual prize. But I already heard gunshots. Okay, where is that? Oh, we have HORAA Esports on screen in Yasnaya against Team Flash.
Oh, yeah. So 5 might broke out in just a while. I mean, although the fact that, this is such a huge space right here, but I think there's a boxing match happening right now and also a fight of knives here. And yeah, Farmerkill Vibes did survive. Oh, that was fast. I mean, you blink and you miss kind of moment once again at the beginning of the match. But Farmerkill Vibes emerging victorious coming out of the clash, now posting 4 elimination points. And we also got Team Flash versus Team TALON out there somewhere. And TALON already losing 2 of their members. But you know what? HORAA Esports is also inside Yasnaya here.
Okay. At least 3 different teams are sharing Yasnaya. Okay, that's going to be real interesting here. Everyone taking their own corner for now. And at least the first circle is in Yasnaya. So that's still going to be okay for them. So I would expect that this is going to be quite a standoff. Now we might be switching over to Royal Dragons soon as they eliminate Dog from Farmerkill Vibes. There you go.
Riffers, what are you doing, Riffers? Okay, not a good start, I can say, for the side of 4NV. Although they were able to put up 4 elimination points, but then again, it's kind of limited, when it comes to that spot. And I do love this motorcycle. I know this comes from Dragon Ball Z. Again, it's pretty nice. But yeah, I mean, 4MV, getting back into what I was saying a while ago, although it's a great spot, right, to get that vehicle, perhaps, but it was a crucial battle, that Farmerkill Vibes was able to have gone through. But the fact of the matter is, it doesn't have that much loot. So that is why, Refus probably, as well as Doc here, despite getting 3 elimination points under Refus's name. But since, there are other teams lurking in the same area, I think they paid the high price for it. And now we're looking at just 2 members for the side of 4MV.
Yeah, so 4MV, from looking like they had, they were coming back, and now it's not a good start again for them. But looking at Yasnaya, Yasnaya do not have the circle. Okay. The circle this time is going to be on the left side. So no circle in Yasnaya. The 3 teams will have to sort it out somehow. And inside of the circle, we have Team Secret, who shifted from Novo to North Jogopol. And that's because of the flight path as well. So they kind of affected their decision to drop somewhere else. Speaking about drop, seems like all their players got dropped by HORAA Esports.
Yeah. For this 3 amazing teams here, Sir Cloud, the fight needs to happen. And unless the business is already settled, I guess none of the teams here will definitely get inside the circle. So, yeah, there's a need for all of these 3 teams to settle the score, as fast as they can. But HORAA Esports members getting picked off, as the fight progresses. Team Flash manages to score 3 elimination points now, and so far they're doing so great here inside Yasnaya. HAINA Esports getting picked up by Team Secret in another part of town here, but we're definitely going to be seeing that in just a while because we don't want to miss out on whatever action that might happen between, like 3 teams here inside Yasnaya.
Yeah, I wonder who's going to come out victorious, right? I guess the toughest one is going to be obviously Team Flash, since they're in the middle, or no, not Team Flash. The one that's in the middle, I believe that's HORAA Esports. So if they're in the middle of these 2 teams, then it's going to be a bit difficult. TALON, say hello to Burhan. Waiting on the outer side, so in case anyone does something funny, then, well, he can be the one to take the off-angle shot.
If you guys saw the map feed just a while ago, I mean, there's tons of teams like really flocking onto the east side of the map. So yeah, it's gonna be hard for those teams to get inside the circle just because Rozak is pretty occupied as well, highly populated in this matter. But let's see, Rhythm Bujal, okay, he has a question. What do you guys think about the current meta and guesses for new meta till next PMGC? Okay, let's identify the meta first. What kind of meta are we talking about in this situation?
Yeah, there's so many angles to talk about, right? But I guess I'll go for the weapon of choice meta.
Okay.
I think M4 is definitely gonna stay. It has been a mainstay like forever. But I think the weapon that has came in, and I think that will remain in 2025, is going to be the S12K over the DBS. I know the DBS at some point was like super duper popular, but because the S12K, it does not have a reclock time as compared to a DBS. So in case it misses the first shot, like, it can still continue to shoot. So that makes the S12K a more valuable weapon, I would say. So I would say that when it comes to the professional scene, that would be the weapon of choice alongside an M4.
Oh yes, and I'm not sure if the new patch actually came through, but there's a big question whether or not competitive scene will adapt to the new patches, right? I mean, we've got M249 getting buffed, so that's also quite. It's also quite possible, right, that M249 could be a meta right here. Considering the fact that how many ammos it can hold, and also the M79, it's not a grenade launcher. It's actually for smoke, right? So if you can get that into the scene, that could be a game changer as well. So yeah, those are probably some of the things that we're just looking forward to. But anyway, EARENA Academy right now going up against the Savior. Tiger knocked down on the ground. Joker was able to bag 1 elimination point, but the fight is not over just yet because the Savior, we still are looking at 2 of their members. But Nick got shut down, so it's all Lambo at this point. Joker moves in for the charge. Here comes the S12K that Sir Cloud was just mentioning a while ago. Yeah, what can you say about the smoke launcher, M79 as they call it, and also M249 getting buffed?
Well, we haven't got to see the smoke launcher yet in the professional setting, but I think it's great because it gives a different dynamic. There's one weapon though I would like to see in the inclusion while we look at this fight is the mortar.
Ooh.
Yeah, there is. Well, in the world of you know what I mean. The world of PUBG Mobile has a mortar, so I would like to see the mortar being implemented in the professional scene. That is okay. Coming back to the game now, who is going to be the king of the hill? Here we have BTR against EARENA.
I think we have like 3 teams fighting over the same spot here. I want to go with the Savior, but yeah, they got completely wiped out. Now we're down to just EARENA versus BTR. And for elimination points, if I'm not mistaken, Joker bagged all of them. Man, this guy's pretty amazing. Dangerously. I mean, he's probably asking those teams, why it's so serious? But I think PTR will not be taking this fight. I mean, we can see them backing away for now. So EARENA definitely maximized all potential and was able to, get this spot for themselves.
And Talon still at Yasnaya. They're still not budging yet. Okay. Not really letting go of each other. Team Flash is here as well. Wonder who's going to make the move. HORAA Esports still in Yasnaya too. I mean, how long more are they going to stay here? Like, Sky only has one first aid. So, yeah, we're still at stage 2. Cool, but we're coming to stage 3 soon. They have 2 minutes.
Oh, man. Okay. Time is ticking, everyone. And it's REDFORCE, 1 elimination point. They are on the south side of Ruins. And TALON Esports, oh, man. Another blunder right here with a molly. That's why you don't play with fire. Okay, that is what happens. But anyway, Bigatron, of course, they know there's a team up there above. But to shut them down from this kind of distance is quite, I wouldn't say ambitious, but could be hard to pull off.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be harder for BTR now that EARENA has this Gaka Mountain. And they scoped down BTR. So BTR position compromise. If they expose themselves too much, then they might be shot down. But Villain still really wants to try. Okay, circle-wise, it is still kind of worthwhile for them to challenge for the high ground. But I don't know about this. I'm not feeling it. I don't know if BTR should really go for it.
Yeah, you're right. That's why perhaps, there's that hesitation that we are seeing coming from the side of BTR. Obviously, EARENA managed to get into the right position here, and they're doing an amazing job, defending that spot up against Bigatron Knights. But yeah, I mean, it is still early to be risking members of the team, so perhaps that's one of the biggest consideration coming from the side of BTR. I mean, probably if we can see this kind of consideration, perhaps we will see an explosive gameplay coming from Bigatron Knights. But in the meantime, EARENA is definitely having a good time at the top of the mountain over here. I mean, great vantage point so far. Could be hard to defend, but then again, the only team that is showing up, and trying to challenge EARENA boys would be BTR. And Fourth Rise will be coming from down south, so perhaps they're deciding as well to kind of do a backstab up against EARENA, get them in between, because BTR definitely looking to get that spot as well. So who will be the kings of the mountain? I mean, right now, obviously, supremacy coming from EARENA, but for how long?
And the circle is still at the mountain. So EARENA pretty happy up there still. Though they're playing still at that Gaka Mountain, which is not really in the middle, but there's still a chance that the circle would hardship to there. So I think it's kind of okay for them to hold that spot. But in Ruins, teams coming by. We have Break here. Spots Red Bull. Red Bull coming by the side. And now Break will need to win the 1v1. Red Bull with a high ground advantage as 12k gameplay and Break down 50% of health. Switches to a DBS. Tries to get a high ground, but there are more HORAA players coming in as Red Bull will finish off Break. And that is it for Team Secret.
Oh, man. Team Secret. Okay, not a good ERANGEL, not a good match for Team Secret, but the team still they still have time to redeem themselves. This is just day 1 of the grand finals. Alter Ego Era's Rosemary got backstab with DBS. I can say not a DBS. I believe that was the sound of an S12K. But yeah, Austria has the slight upper hand advantage up against Alter Ego Era's because Rosemary's knocked down on the ground here. Can Alter Ego Era still get their teammate just in the right time, defend the team, and eliminate the players of Austria at this point?
And we have Kenny taking out Pratikawa. Oh, a substitution for Alter Ego this time. Pratikawa making his debut today, but not the debut that he would have wanted. Got knocked down. At Sem9 now, we have them on screen, and they're managing multiple teams in front of them, including Austria, Thailand. Player 456, aka Rosemary, just got knocked down by Sem9 as well. Waiting for the elimination to kick in. And, oh yeah, he's registered. So that it's 2 eliminations for Sem9. HAINA Esports crashing in onto where Paul Miracle Vice is at. Taking out 355, whoever he is.
Yes, 4MV again. Not a good start, I can say, here in ERANGEL. But Pekka Okay, I'm not sure if he was suspecting that Baron is right down below, but good spot though, coming from the side of Baron. Fortunately, he got tagged as well. Sem9 looking to take over this compound. Badger got shot bad. Octa cooking up a nade to try to keep them at bay, but can he be accurate though? That is the big question. But Yuhai already out of the game. Sem9 firing might be okay. Here comes the cavalry. Okay, here comes the backup. I thought he was all alone. Kenny as will of course go for a pinch, but an accurate nade coming from Octa.
Well, speaking about all alone, well, Fearon was alone and he got eliminated by Alter Ego. That is it for 7-9, number 12, 3 elimination points. Alter Ego still holding strong, but only Octa left now without the circle. It's going to be his next challenge to get in. And speaking about inside the circle, we got Team Pandum, and look at the amount of teams in this area. There's a river separating the north and the south, so that means there's a level of unplayable land that the players cannot play. Hence, there will be lesser places for the players to park themselves.
I know, right? I mean, Team Pandum, obviously, this is going to be quite a challenge for them because just looking at the situation, T2K, HORAA Esports, HAINA, BTR might head towards, that same space where Team Pandum is currently staying at. As for REDFORCE, they're trying to stick to the edge of the circle here down south. Not the best of spots still, I can say, but they don't really have that much choice. The only place that everyone can go to would be ruins, and it's such a small part here, so it's definitely going to be crowded. But great spot though coming from HAINA Esports, shutting down the rest of TALON with only 2 elimination points. So TALON, we will be seeing them in the next round. T2K love a bombing sky of HORAA Esports. T2K Rose got knocked down on the ground, Sleepy as well, so it's a back and forth trade happening right now. It's a civil war between HORAA and T2K.
And here comes No Fear, showing no fear at all. Ajay in front of him with a shotgun. And here comes the shotgun gameplay, 50% of health left. HORAA Esports, No Fear, dancing it off with the DBS. He won that 1v1. And he will pick up those points, but he has to heal up quickly because on the other side, the final player of T2K, he could be coming.
Could be the case. But then again, if you are the... last active member, it's crucial for him to save his teammate, but I don't think No Fear is going to be, letting him pick up his comrade. There you go. He packed the point. 5 elimination points out for HORAA Esports, but there's also a need, for HORAA to pick up their, fallen comrade, while there's still time. But for Igneous, I think it's going to be staying right in there. But yeah, HAINA Esports might be looking out for him. NS and ERANGEL going head to head right now as we speak, and it looks like NS REDFORCE winning.
And as REDFORCE 5 eliminations now, they took out EARENA, number 9, 7 elimination points. Not too bad, I must say. No place on points, but 7 eliminations. That's okay for them. But for NS REDFORCE, they're coming back with a bang. Look at this. Already 7 eliminations for themselves.
Yeah, hopefully they can rack up some more. They do need the points, to just maybe live up to their reputation here in the Clash of Giants Season 6. But Igneous, pretty hot here in ERANGEL, decided to go for a swim. But then again, he is already being hunted by the remaining guys of HAINA Esports as well. There's a need for them to, there's a need for HAINA Esports to jump into the water as well, just to kind of pinpoint where Igneous is exactly. And Slayer will definitely go out fishing.
Slayer looking for Igneous. Himson is behind Igneous. If he gets in the water, he'll be able to see Igneous. But Igneous needs to show up. Okay, he's now on the other side of this bridge. Still in the water though. No circle. I don't know how long Igneous will be able to survive.
Yeah, but he can also swim all the way through the circle here. That is it. For HAINA Esports, there's already a need for them to move. So let's see what these two teams are going to be doing this in this situation. Because, you're just hunting out one last player from T2K. And to risk it all just to get 1 point, I don't think it's gonna do good, for the rest of HAINA. And there you go. We were talking about it, so they're gonna be prioritizing to get inside the circle, but then they will have to deal with another team, perhaps, and that might be, HORAA Esports, coming from the other side. And there you go. I mean, HORAA just made a plunge, and T2K Igneous. Oh, he's gonna come out for air at some point here. We just know that one, and he's definitely gonna be compromising his position. But let's see how Igneous is gonna be handling this situation. But T24, oh my goodness, is having an exchange as well somewhere out there in ERANGEL, and Floor Thrives got eliminated with only 1 point. Again, not so good performance coming from Pakistani's Floor Thrives.
And here comes the blue. Oh, Igneous. Lots of damage. And Pekka got him. That is it. I mean, he held off for as long as he could, but great determination. Great job, I must say. That was the best that he could go for. And finally eliminated by HAINA Esports.
I see you, says Becca. Okay. I mean, okay, he wasn't at the best of spots to begin with. I mean, he couldn't even pull out his gun, to defend himself. So, yeah, that is something that's been waiting to happen, obviously. But BTR, they have, I can say, a good advantage. I mean, they do have some walls to protect themselves with, and the HORAA Esports, they do have that ridge. So, yeah, I guess, slight advantage up against HORAA. All they need to do is just really be patient and apply a lot of pressure up against the remaining boys of HORAA Esports, because this position is quite exposed to HAINA as well. I think that's the only team that could put them down at this point, because BTR, although they're holding on to the ruins area, there's still plenty of teams that might head towards that same direction coming from down south.
And look at them, those teams up north. But it'll be interesting if the circle actually goes away to the left, where Beanie is at. Then it will force all those teams to move. Okay, let's find out now.
Yeah!
That's the evil law. Evil law.
All I can say is, Sir Cloud, given the situation, it's not looking good on the side of both HAINA and HORAA Esports. BTR, there's a small portion, right? They're still included in the circle, right? So they can still be protected. But for HAINA and the HORAA Esports, getting inside the safe zone is going to be hard. So I feel like HORAA Esports will definitely capitalize on this one just by, trying to wipe out the remaining players of HAINA Esports. But it's a 3v2, so to speak. So again, advantage goes to HAINA. But when it comes to like experience, I will give it with, to HORAA Esports. But let's see who's going to be winning the fight. I mean, easily HORAA Esports could turn the tables. But then again, it all boils down on how good of an execution these two teams will have.
Really, execution is going to be key here. Oh, Pekka. He's all sleepy in the water. Sleepy 50% of health. Oh, Novia managed to make it to shore. But Pekka's like, okay. We're done here. Okay, let's leave. They don't have to circle anyway. Might as well take point position in it.
Oh my goodness. BTR know exactly, where HORAA Esports will be coming from, so there's a need for Car to stay behind. But Austria right now, Team PANDUM going at it over to the south far area of the circle. Secret got knocked down by Jamesy with an M4. Let's see who's actually winning the 5 matches. Is currently knocked down on the ground, but he was able to bag 1 elimination point. Julie right now unleashing havoc, but Jublanki with a kill. And that is a hit and run for Jubranki.
Insane drive-by by Jubranki. And here we go to top 5 teams, people. Lots of teams at the southern side of the circle, including Team PANDUM. Now they're making their move. One XCY spraying across by XCY. She compromise. And here comes again Jubranki. Somebody issue this guy a ticket.
Oh my goodness. I mean, obviously Jubranki is going crazy with that car. I mean, just hitting everyone at this point. Oh man. Vinny driving his own car as well. Okay, I feel like I'm watching a scene, out of a Fast and Furious movie, because everyone is just out to get, a player using their vehicles. But NS REDFORCE seems to be at the top of their game currently. Given their position, given their numbers, perhaps, best team to actually score that chicken dinner. For Team Pandum, okay, they are all together in just one spot here, but so far so good. I mean, they're still alive, a 4-man squad, and then it's REDFORCE cooking up a nade, but the big question is, can they be accurate with where they throw it exactly? No Fear was able to get inside the zone. Unfortunately, BTR spots the push, and now Sleepy, the remaining active player for the side of HORAA Esports, is in a pickle as well. Cam goes down, courtesy of Sleepy. Car goes down, but this time with Dimsy of Team Pandum. So, was he able to steal the kill?
He did. Okay, that's another point for Team Pandum. Oh, Team Pandum on the roll this round. Not only Satar, the final active player for Bigatron Knights, and Ken is bleeding out now on the other side. Can Satar actually make it to him? It's a big risk there. He's pretty open. While HORAA Esports, they're resetting on the side.
Yep. I mean, Sleepy obviously patching up No Fear here. Okay. Was able to put the gauze, giving him first aid kits, right? His torso not bleeding right now, but BTR looking to score some points. I mean, we can see ARK about to pop off the smoke here. I mean, he needs to pick up his teammate. After this point, they need all the help that they could get. You know, all the firepower just to make sure they survive up until the end zone, up until the end game. But Sleep is making it hard for Bigatron to recuperate, to reset. Here comes the charge with a Bison right there. Goes in for that exchange. Sleepy was able to get some damage. Ken 413 rather got knocked down once again because there's a team that who would want to join into the mix as well. Sleepy cooking up that nade. Can he put down the remaining player of ARK or BTR rather? Yes, sir. He was able to wipe out the entire Bigatron Knights.
And they're not done yet with the fights. Sleepy just got Pekka from HAINA Esports on the other side, while monitored by NS REDFORCE. So NS REDFORCE, they might be the one to come in as a third party. I don't know how Team Pandum is doing right now. Okay, just as we mentioned, here we have them, Team Pandum with a high ground advantage on the south side circle.
Okay, here we go. Crucial situation for the final 4 teams remaining here through Cloud. Team Pandum having the best chance to score the chicken dinner here with the number advantage as well. And there you go, HAINA already out with 5 elimination points under their belt. So it is NS REDFORCE, HORAA, and Team Pandum looking to score the 4th chicken dinner of the night. Doxy goes berserk again, but was able to not knock down the enemy, but he gets tagged, you know, for coming from that exchange. But Max is doing his best to survive and also pick up his teammate, but Team Pandum just made sure that Doxy will not be coming back from that one.
And Team Pandum, they are making sure Jobrenki will be coming back. Another knock onto Dimsy, this time by Sleepy from HORAA Esports from the lower ground. HORAA Esports, another top 3 for now. Let's see if they can actually do it against Team Pandum, while NS REDFORCE putting pressure on the Team Pandum as well. Billboard almost taken out by a Beanie. HORAA Esports now looking at NS REDFORCE. 2 teams to manage at the same time.
Okay, you gotta do your best, right? Make do of the situation here. NS REDFORCE 10 elimination points. Okay, we have been looking for the prowess, right, coming from NS REDFORCE because we've seen them really perform during the group stages, and perhaps, you know, again, we were talking about just a while ago, you know, for the previous round, NS REDFORCE did kind of a good job, and now they are bringing that energy back into this round. Beanie, TC doing an amazing job so far, trying to shut down the boys of HORAA Esports, but hey, I mean, we can see the resilience, you know, coming from the side of HORAA. Sleepy getting damage from that nade attack, but they are still alive and kicking.
Oh, man. Such persistency by HORAA Esports. I mean, they rotated from the other side of the island and still able to make it this far. HORAA Esports, look at that. No Fear just got Billboard. Oh, that's a big nade there. But now, NS REDFORCE making them move, taking the higher ground.
Alright, there we go. Sleepy as well as No Fear cooking up a nade. Was able to shut down Max's and Billboard. Rampage it is coming from the side of HORAA Esports. Man, they are looking too good right now. Too sleek, as you say. No Fear again is bagging a lot of elimination points. Can he get the 3rd MVP of the night? We'll just have to wait and see. But NS REDFORCE, they are not done just yet. They are up for the challenge. We are now looking at a whopping 48% of getting that winner with a chicken dinner. It's a 1-1 split, trying to control the map, trying to control the circle. Sleepy cooking up a nade, but can he get one from the side of NS?
TZ,
Oh!
Sleepy is there. Okay, a few shots onto TZ. But okay, I'm not sure if TZ knows. Okay, he probably knows by now. Okay, Sleepy is cooking up his nade. We'll lob it across onto TZ. And it lands! Sleepy! What a wonderful, perfect nade by Sleepy!
Oh my goodness. All right, esports. Look who showed up for Clash of Giants Season 6. Oh, giving pride to Nepal at the moment. Sleepy doing an amazing job shutting down TZ from that range. TZ doesn't even know where to go at this point. I mean, he's trying to crawl back to Benny, but I don't think Sleepy's going to be, letting that happen. Oh, Benny also trying to cook up some nade here. Oh, he bagged the point, and now Sleepy crossing onto the other side of the road. But that is it. Ladies and gents, we're now done with the fight. And again, HORAA Esports back to WWCD.
What does it take to stop HORAA Esports now, ladies and gentlemen? This is HORAA Esports with the second chicken dinner, and we're only in day number 1. Oh man, what a performance again by HORAA Esports!
Oh my goodness. I'm pretty sure that, the comment section is going wild as we speak, celebrating, of course, the victory of the Purple Hearts. That is HORAA Esports.
Oof. Again, HORAA Esports, and it's not an easy round for them. They have to cross the river to get onto the main peninsula, and still able to come up with a lot of elimination points. 14 points this round for HORAA Esports, 24 points collected. This brand new lineup, HORAA Esports, looking good for the new professional season.
Oh man, so a while ago Miramar was definitely exciting with D-Savior from Vietnam as the star, but ERANGEL was a different story. Sir Cloud, HORAA Esports won with great teamwork, I can say. And this is such a happy day, for the Purple Hearts, definitely. 2 winner chickens in a day. Oh man, that is something to be festive about.
Whew. What a round again it was for HORAA Esports, man. And Sleepy, a lot of eliminations. Pretty sure he's going to be the MVP, but we'll get a confirmation soon, people. And if it's going to be Sleepy again, well, it's going to be his second chicken dinner. But it's time for HORAA Esports. Shout out to NS REDFORCE. What a performance this round by NS REDFORCE. And Team PANDUM, man, that drive-by, that deserves a ticket by itself. And HAINA Esports up here too as a team to watch.
Ooh, oh yeah, again, let me just catch my breath here. I mean, D-Savior got 10 kills on Miramar. Now we're looking at HORAA Esports bagging 2 winner chicken dinners. I mean, if we're gonna be upfront about it, I mean, a lot of teams are definitely stepping up. I mean, it started with Alter Ego Eras being, being included in the grand finals. They did give a huge treat, for the fans when they won that WWCD. And then there's, of course, HORAA and D-Savior. But getting head-to-head here, it's No Fear versus TZ of NS REDFORCE. Same numbers when it comes to elimination points. Higher damage output, though, for the side of No Fear. Same thing goes for the assists and team contribution. It is going to be TZ of NS REDFORCE. But if we're going to be talking about the numbers that matters, of course, that would be the elimination points and damage output. And it's no doubt that Sleepy was able to drop a couple more players inside the game compared to TZ of NS REDFORCE, hence getting the MVP title once again, ladies and gents, with 8 elimination points.
And towards the end, his nades was on point. His nades were crucial. He got Team PANDUM with a nade, he got NS REDFORCE with a nade as well. And if we were to look at his terrain, like he was at the slope, so he didn't really have a good visual of where exactly they were, but he was still able to land those nades. Amazing stuff by Sleepy here. Definitely not sleeping on the job. 2 MVPs today for Sleepy from HORAA Esports.
Guts, the instinct, man, this guy has it. I mean, key ingredients, I can say, when you really want to be like one of the best players, right, in any tournaments. And again, we haven't even started the official tournaments just yet, but these teams are really popping off, showing us, or schooling us rather, like what you need to do inside the tournament, or like in every match here, just so that you can be the best at what you do. Now, top performance, of course, we also have the Joker coming from EARENA. We got No Fear, obviously, from HORAA Esports, and TZ as well coming from NS REDFORCE. And again, for the side of NS REDFORCE, I do feel like there's a lot of expectation hanging on their shoulders, just because of the performance that they've shown us during the group stages. And right now, I think it was during the previous match that we've seen NS REDFORCE show up, step up into this competition, and this marks their second game, I believe, to be quite good, to be honest.
Okay, thanks to this recap, right? HORAA Esports was actually one of the 3 teams locked in of Yasnaya, and they managed to get out of Yasnaya. They rotated up north, and the next challenge is to get across this river. And they did, with HAINA Esports behind them. And somehow they managed to slide through HAINA Esports to get in the circle. This is just insane rotation and timing by HORAA Esports.
You're definitely right, Sir Cloud. A while ago, given that position, it didn't really look too good, for the side of HORAA. I was kind of skeptical to the fact that whether or not they're going to be making it to the safe zone, just because of their position. And considering that they're down to just 2 of their members, but then again, they were able to pull through, that is why I said, the resilience coming from HORAA Esports is tremendous. And how they outmaneuvered everyone in the last zone in the end game is spectacular, a cherry on top.
Oh, just look at this, right? Again, a good summary of how they rotated. Cherry on top indeed to score the chicken dinner with a good amount of elimination points. And they played majority of the round with 3 players, because Jiggle got eliminated fairly early, but still able to score the chicken dinner. So they beat a lot of odds to get this one. And 14 eliminations in the process. That is just insane by HORAA Esports. Also, shout out to NS REDFORCE, 15 points. That's pretty nice as well. And Team TALON, 13 points. That's a double-digit club. But the team that scored the chicken dinner in MIRAMAR before this, Xavier, 0 points. Just too bad for them.
Yeah, also with DRS Gaming, they started off really strong during game number 1. Okay, they haven't bagged any chicken dinner just yet. But, okay, for the next 2 rounds, DRS is kind of fading out. But of course, we are not saying that they might not be able to perform, for the remaining matches here. But then again, you win some, you lose some, and sometimes, you're favored by the zone, or like you're not favored by the zone. So there's a lot of things that can happen inside the game, and again, you just need to be proactive with everything that is happening. And unfortunately for the side of DRS, this is not the game. This is not their game for this round. But there's still time for them to pick up, and kind of show up in the remaining matches here. And it's REDFORCE moved up 2 ranks, as you can see on the screen. 38 points here. Team PANDUM moving up 6. Same thing goes for HAINA Esports, moving up 5. But then again, I can say that this is quite a significant lead HORAA Esports was able to build.
Yeah, they're now double the amount of points NS REDFORCE. I wouldn't be surprised at this point if they get more than 100 points after 6 games. That is crazy. They are only 24 points away with 2 more rounds to go. That's an average of 12 points each round. With a performance like this, no surprises for them.
Okay, so Austria moving up 4, landing at 10th with 18 points. And we got EARENA, despite not bagging a chicken dinner just yet. But yeah, it's a slow-paced game, for the side of EARENA, moving up 2 ranks here with 16 points. And as for the teams that is still on a single digit, that would be the boys of T2K, 4 Thrives, and Royal Dragon. To be honest, I am kind of surprised to see Royal Dragon to be at the bottom of the page, considering how good they were during the group stages here, Sir Cloud. But perhaps, they could still redeem themselves. After all, this is just match number 4, ladies and gents, in ERANGEL. We still got 2 more, 2 more chances for those teams to make good for day number 1 of the grand finals. But As y'all know, we're going to be taking a very short break after all of the action that we just witnessed from inside the battlefield. So don't you dare change the channel. Sir Cloud and Red Queen will be right back after a short break. Welcome back to the Clash of Giants Season 6, brought to you by Ruthless Hype Esports with Red Queen and Sir Cloud. You know what? It's a great start to the grand finals. You know, we've seen 4 incredible matches with 4 different storylines. Alter Ego Eras kicked things off with a win on ERANGEL, followed by HORAA Esports taking MIRAMAR, the Savior as well. Explosive performance, getting a winner-winner chicken dinner. But HORAA Esports finished strong with another WWCD Sir Cloud on ERANGEL. At this point, I can say it's anyone's game, you know, and I'm looking forward to the fact at which of the teams here are going to be bagging another chicken dinner. Is it going to be the same teams that already managed to get a chicken dinner for day number 1?
Or is it going to be a triple HORAA Esports? Ooh, okay. Maybe you guys have a thought about that, so you can put in your comments, and don't forget to hashtag COG6 and hashtag Ruthless. Yeah, and if you're lucky, your comment could be featured on our live stream, just like how our lucky viewers had their comments featured together with their names together. Maybe you want to show your support on the live stream, like on screen, to your favorite team. Put it in. Just don't forget the official hashtags.
Woo. And again, if you guys missed on all of the action, these 4 matches have been a roller coaster. You know, we started on ERANGEL with Alter Ego Eras, then moved to MIRAMAR, where HORAA Esports answered back. The Savior, amazing 10-kill game, shook things up. But again, HORAA Esports proved their consistency by winning the second ERANGEL match. And this back and forth action shows us just how competitive this tournament is and who will be taking the next lead, well, take a look at the top ERANGEL performers. We've got REDFORCE, HORAA, Alter Ego, Ares, and HAINA Esports. Now, okay, this is just, like quite a suggestion, right, as to who's going to be winning the chicken dinner next. But then again, we are not discounting the fact, all right, the possibility that another team might get the WWCD this time. I mean, this is going to be the last ERANGEL here, Sir Cloud.
Yeah, I know, right? The stats do guide us, but I don't know. You know what? I kind of feel that production is going to go for HORAA. Are you? Are you, Mr. Production? Yeah.
Oh.
I know. I have that sixth sense. I had that thought. Okay, they're going to do it. They're going to do it.
Oh man, again, this is hard. I think production, you should go first.
I'm just gonna go for HORAA. Trust me. Right. Come on, he's tempting, right? Oh,
okay.
Okay. All right. I mean, HAINA did really well earlier on. Showed a lot of persistency. So yeah.
Yeah, I actually have them at the back of my mind, HAINA Esports. It's a struggle, I can say, but not at all a bad performance coming from HAINA Esports, considering that they're one of the dark horses that I consider, part of the wild card. So for them to really performing great is, I can say a fine performance. There you go. I'm just going to put it at that. I'm not saying that they are dominating just yet, because it would be far-fetched, but who are you going for this time, Sir Cloud?
Well, HORAA already gave me a point. As much as I want to pick them, but hey, you know what? I'm going to go for a bit of diversity. And thanks to the stats, let's put in REDFORCE. Let's go.
Okay, not bad. I think I was also holding on to that one. But you know what? I feel like TALON Esports going to get this one.
Ooh.
For the next round.
Lucky in TALON.
Yeah, TALON Esports. But hey, HAINA Esports, definitely one of my choices. I mean, REDFORCE, I feel like they're building their rhythm, they're building their momentum, and I feel like they pretty much have that already down. But let's give a chance to TALON Esports. I mean, this guy's also performed, great as well during the group stages. So yeah, perhaps we can see them annihilate the teams here for the last ERANGEL. This is going to be the last ERANGEL, right? The last chance for them to cash in whatever they're working on, as this is the OG map.
Yeah, the final ERANGEL for today, that is. So far, we've got like circle on the right and circle on the left. That's the two ERANGELs. We haven't got a mean to the base circle. Just saying, in case that the circle gods are somewhat listening to our live stream, there's always that wish list of the mean to the base circle. And it's the finals. Might as well give the teams a challenge, right? But let's see if we do get our wish list, people, because we're jumping onto ERANGEL for the last time today. Let's go.
Our last ERANGEL here, ladies and gents, for day number 1 of the grand finals. Everyone is stepping up, showing what they can do inside the battlefield. But now that this is their last chance to kind of make this map their bread and butter, who will be stepping up this time around to secure that chicken dinner win? Flight pad, man, it's already favoring the left side of ERANGEL here from north to south. So we might see a Sosnovka military base finish, just like we have been wishing for.
The flight path does pass by me to the base, so if any team chooses to go there and the circle happens to be there, great. Team Secret, they normally like to drop in Novo, but even with the flight path passing by mid to the base island, they still drop on the north of Jogopol. So it looks like they are prioritizing quick drops instead of their regular drop spot inside of Novo. That leaves mid to the base itself open for whoever who's going to take it.
if you prioritize getting to the drop spot first, so I feel like they're gonna be having uh they're going for the kill early on in the games. I mean, they're managing to get the resources done, pack their backpacks. But look at the circle here. Oh man. It's really on the far eastern side of ERANGEL here. So most of the teams, or not really most of the teams, all of the teams will then have to travel to get inside the safe zone. But first blood goes to Talon Esports. That will be Mystery getting to the guns first, holding an M249 and just getting the job done as early as that.
Yeah, that's going to be the first blood, dropping into Gaka, scoring that first elimination point. Now they have the entire space for them to loot. I don't see any more challengers around the area of Gaka. So it's a okay start for them. A good start, in fact. But not too good for Sem9. The moment they dropped, they lost Bobo Hu, their IGL, and to play the rest of the round by themselves.
All right, here we go. I can say this wasn't like a very promising start for the side of Sem9, but let's see what else is going on. T2K going up against Team Flash. That would be Zayas taking down Rose with a quick exchange there. And I guess I don't think they're gonna be fighting, like team to team for now. But for Talon Mystery, again, he's been high. I mean, he's been hunting. He was able to bag 2 points now. How can you stop this guy?
Oh, even got Yuha in the process. Okay. Where is he? All right. And he's alone. It's not like, oh, he has backup. He has like a full team behind him. No, he did it all by himself, scoring those 2 eliminations. Man, this guy is putting the misery into other teams, especially Sem9.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Study with Rumi. We've got a comment over here. Fun fact. Did you know in Nepali language, HORAA means is it and HAINA means no? Yeah, actually, I've already gotten a whiff of that one. I think, HORAA and HAINA Esports belongs to just one owner, right? If I'm not mistaken. That's also one of the information that I've gotten from the comment section from, I think during the survival stage.
Yeah, I believe so. And he's one of the biggest streamers around, I believe. Yeah, maybe you guys can help us fact check that. And I like how the commenter's name is Study with Rumi, coming up with those fun facts. But back on the game, okay, Pratikawa playing again still, and another good start by Alter Ego. But that means with the elimination of Firen, Sem9 only has Kenny left.
Yeah, not exactly sure what happened with the split. Obviously, they tried to go and maximize, their loots and how they're going to be bagging all of those resources that they need to get into an engagement. Unfortunately, they got spotted by Alter Ego Eris, and same thing goes for who was that player that was able to bag 2 players coming from Sem9?
Oh, but before that, we got a comment from Lipid Guy. Okay, do you know both HORAA and HAINA is named by owner of HORAA Esports, which is CR7? Yep, we saw him playing before. But the 2 team owners are different. Okay. So it's like CR7, he named the baby.
Okay, all right, got it. But the thing is, okay, both teams comes from Nepal, right? And yeah, it's a fun fact, definitely. But okay, I thought CR7 also owns the team, so there you go. I mean, that's something new. We learn something new every day, right? So there's another owner for HAINA Esports. So getting back into the game here, okay, so I just remembered it was Misery, right, coming from Talon Esports. So 2 teams that spotted Sem9 with their drop spots. So unfortunately for Sem9, this is why we talk about not being too predictable inside the game, right? Sometimes you just need some sort of alterations when it comes to like your approach and like your drop spots, so you won't be too obvious for the other teams. But anyway, Team PANDUM right now, Billbot on the ground. Same thing goes for Jubranki. Team Flash has the upper hand advantage, and it looks like they're about to win the fight. I mean, we're just looking at tops here, probably the last, not really the last active member, because we still got a tops over here. Okay, so I'm talking about Team Pandum. It's Dim Z. Okay, Team Z is the last active member.
Well, let's see what can Dimsy pull off here. All alone for Team Pandum when Team Pandum did really well earlier on, and it's going to be a straightforward elimination by Baus with the DBS. And they are now dominating with 5 eliminations for Team Flash. That's it for Team Pandum. 0 points this round.
Oh man. Okay, not a good start. Not a good day. Not a good game, I can say, for this round. We still are looking at 17 teams remaining. HAINA Esports, the rest, the same thing goes for ERANGEL, still tanking the blue. HAINA Esports definitely will be coming from Zarki area, and they need to get a move on. As soon as possible because you don't want to overextend your stay. We already saw like what kind of things that can happen if you enter the safe zone with very low HP and low resources as well. But anyway, getting back into this situation, Bigatron Knights. Okay, they are actually surrounded by a lot of teams here. I mean, if you can see the kill feed or like the map feed rather, this could be hard to defend considering that we do have a much lesser space in terms of land, and we got at least 40% of water here, Sir Cloud.
Yeah, but I believe we'll shrink towards the land.
Mhm.
Well, but it's RNG, right? So the circle could still dupe us by still putting in like 50% of water. Next circle, like hardship towards the right. So yeah, brace yourselves, people. Brace yourselves. I guess that's why a lot of teams are taking the middle spot in case it really does shift towards the right. Then at least they're not too far away from it. But we'll know in about 5 more seconds if that comes true. And I noticed a lot of teams are already in the circle. And here we go. Confirmation. Map. Circle. Is it still there?
Yeah, it's a little bit onto the south side. So BTR close at the edge of the circle. Same thing goes with Team Flash. So a lot of cleanup will definitely happen from the northern side of the map. And even, like teams that are staying around Milta Power. I mean, that space is highly populated as we speak. Four Miracle Vibes coming from Sosnovka military base just made their way inside the circle, but they might go up against Royal Dragons and Alter Ego Eras, again from down south.
We still have 64 players, so that's still a lot of teams making their way. Hence, we'll see another fight here. Team Seeker tried to cut across, but Austria Thailand stopping them at their tracks. Well, Team Seeker still went for it. Jewy's on the other side. GK not showing him away. Jewy tries to get away. He's accelerating his vehicle, but a break. Also on the other side, managed to get away to the high ground, rendezvousing back with his teammates, and Team Seeker took over.
Okay, no hard push just yet. Obviously, Austria a little bit hesitant in that push, but let's check out the kill feed. It's Team Flash versus TALON Esports. Misery, finally. Oh man, he got shut down by Team Flash, and aggressive play, for the side of this Vietnamese team, managing to put out like how many points now? 6 elimination points, if I'm not mistaken, and they're looking out for more. And this time they would like to get those points from TALON Esports. I mean, they were able to bag one, so definitely they're smelling the blood right now dripping from TALON.
Look at this, TALON going all the way to Lipovka. They are sort of bracing themselves in case the circle does go all the way to the right. Okay, Lipovka coming in, so they're going to evade a lot of fights. It's going to be an easy entry for them. This is a smart move by them if they aim to fight later, that is. But for Sem9, the last player we saw was Kenny, and unfortunately he did not make it. So Sem9 is the next team to go out without any points this round.
Shopper ain't gonna do any shopping for now. Car just made sure of it. Coming from BTR, he got sent back to the lobby. Here comes ERANGEL right now. Might go up against a DRS. Right now, they're still quite a distance between these two teams, but definitely they are on their way to collide with one another. Yao or Oyoyo, come from Talon, was able to get tagged. Same thing goes for the rest of Talon Esports, and that is it for them. I believe 2 elimination points under their name, and they got stopped by. Was it Team Flash as well, or was it another team?
Well, not too sure how they got eliminated.
Oh,
They managed to
HAINA.
get green. But yeah, I thought it was a good rotation by Talon, but yeah, not too
Yeah.
sure how the ending was. It's a bit unfortunate for Talon. Now, yep, 3 teams eliminated. Now we have 15 teams left. Stage 2 circle. Austria, Thailand, pretty much making the same moves as Talon. From the right side coming into the circle, it's a safer route. But inside of the circle, we have Milta starting to get crowded with the presence of Bigatron Knights.
Okay, Milta, man, there's plenty of them to be exact. I mean, for Miracle Vibes, we've got Royal Dragon, we've got Levi's of D Savior, BTR, so it's a party here. And Team Secret might join into the mix as well. But let's check out what is happening with 4MV at the moment. Ruthless is currently knocked down on the ground, but they were able to do that cleanup, so there's still time to pick him up in the situation. But Villain with a drop shot, or not really a drop shot, because he's the one that got dropped. Jump shot, however, can't follow through, was able to bag the point. 5 elimination points now for the side of BTR. I can say, yeah, they've pretty much dominated that fight. And as for the Korean team, NS REDFORCE again, man, 0 points.
Oh, that's a knockdown on a 3-5-5. Now 4 Medical Vibes. They fire back and Ruthless gets it. The final player of D Xavier out again for the second time around without any points.
Yeah, okay, so there's a lot of teams really flocking from this particular spot, and only a few, right? A few teams was able to get a hold on to a compound here, and they need to defend that one since a lot of teams will be eyeing to snag those areas or those spots that I mean, that will definitely give them some sort of advantage here in this competition. And now Alter Ego Era is going in for a massive spray up against Royal Dragons, but Suba, I mean, he is still quite okay, but another blunder right there. Or was it? Okay, so it was Royal Dragon that put down Octo with that nade. I thought it was a blunder. I thought it was a blooper because I did see that nade bounce up from that window frame.
Yeah, and look at how far that nade came from. It was like from the other building. Man, that was quite a nade there. But at least Octa is in the same building as Badru, and now he's back up again, so reset back to full health. But on the elimination feed, we got Love getting one for himself. Zeus took out Pekka from HAINA Esports, and they're actually fighting on the outside of the circle.
I love the animation. Honestly, like if you do have that eagle eye view, top view, you can see that the rivers are actually flowing. So yeah, that is one good thing that you can see from PUBG Mobile. And now looking at the situation, the map feed, ladies and gents, again, we've got a major part of the urban city, of course, still included in the circle, and there's plenty of space to go around, plenty of compounds to hold. But for Miracle Vibes, well, there's no, as well as HORAA Esports, that is about to get inside the circle for now. Could be hard for them to get a compound to themselves, but HAINA Esports right now getting slayed by DRS, who's, I mean, Lexi is going to be winning the fight. I mean, Delta with a DBS is pretty strong. And there you go, HAINA already out, a DRS on top.
Nice rush in by DRS at the same time. And they took out HAINA Esports. Now the high ground is theirs. They should have an okay entry into the circle. But looking at the minimap, another team is passing by. So they might have another challenger to get in later on. Inside Milta, we welcome Team Secret. Austria, Thailand on the outside of Milta. They're staying put for now. They don't want to get into the mix in case the circle does move away from the town.
Yeah. I can say the BTR is in a good spot here. I mean, the only question probably would be the fact that if they can defend that very compound up against Four Thrives and the Horror Esports as well. But as for those teams that are onto the south side of Milk the Power, oh man, there's a lot of them that will definitely be going at each other. So that part definitely will turn into mayhem in just a while. As for EARENA, Tiger, Joker, down on the ground, going up against Royal Dragon. Master's 30, very low in HP, but then again, he can immediately come back up or like heal himself up while preparing themselves to go up against NC2 and Sakura of EARENA.
Yeah, spring has arrived. Sakura's blooming. And now he's just on the outside of Master Zori. NC2 joins him as well. The other players of Royal Dragon on the other building. Cooking up this.
No.
Oh, but the molly. Oh! As much as he wanted to lob his own nade, the molly landed first, pushing him back.
Yeah. Unfortunately, okay, EARENA is getting damaged as well. Man, we can see the former Miracle Vibes is trying to unleash wrath up against the remaining boys of the EARENA Academy. Now it's going to be hard to come back up considering that they don't have anywhere else to go and they're getting flushed out by two teams from this compound. We got Royal Dragon's domination with 5 elimination points. EARENA still busy with the fact that, they need to heal each other up. They need all the firepower to deal with the situation. But as for Baron and the some other boys from former Vibes, they got wiped out by Royal Dragon. Man, another Dracaris coming from RD.
Oh, Mr. Clutchman Claw still in the game. Nade by 355, knocked down the player of EARENA, but he's not able to finish up the job. Now he's going for the rush, but Claw is on the other side. The smoke is blinding him though, so he doesn't know that 355 has crossed the road. Now he's in the same building. 1v2. Let's go. He got one. One more to go. The other player, NC2, is healing up on the second floor. Sakura gets taken out, and it's a 3-5-5 win against EARENA. Big clutch here against 2 players.
Oh man, amazingly done. Although 355 left to deal with this business alone. But of course, we all know what he can do inside a battlefield. So let's just wait and see like what kind of tricks he still have under his sleeves. Now, Octa knocked down, but I think Badru has a chance to pick him up at this point. But the thing is, a lot of them are trying to get hold onto at least a building here or a house that could protect themselves, to serve as their refuge. But Octa, okay, I believe he's getting picked up by his teammate. Trang, however, Young T from Team Flash manages to take him down. No confirmation just yet if he's already out of the game. Same thing goes for Jiggle of HORAA Esports. He got knocked down by T24 of 4 Thrives. And now we've got player 456, aka Rosemary, doing his best to score some points as well from across the field. And that would be the guys of BTR.
And here comes Octa with a molly. Second floor perhaps. Yep, nobody's home on the second floor. Everybody's on the ground floor. But he's still putting pressure onto BTR. On the elimination field, we got Secret taking out Delta from DRS. While Outer Ego, now we have them on screen still against BTR. The Indonesian connection trying to eliminate each other. Especially Outer Ego. They have the opportunity to block BTR from coming in further.
Man, I mean, HORAA Esports is doing great as well, but look at the Team Flash. I mean, they already bagged 8 elimination points, and they still have 2 of their members, so very promising for the side of Team Flash. BTR, look at that. I mean, they are in between former Vibes, Royal Dragon, and of course, Ultra Ego Eris. So let's see how far they can last in this kind of situation. Down to 8 teams remaining. Stage 5 here in the last ERANGEL. Again, this is match number 5, second to the last match here for day number 1 of the Grand Finals. Let's see what's going to happen. As we can see, Secret on the screen. Okay, you cannot overextend your peak. I'm telling you, everyone is out there to pop some head. So you might as well get behind a concrete wall and just look at, like the players who kind of is exposed at the moment and just go for the shot. But to overextend your stay, or like your peak rather, won't be doing you good.
Now the question is that, will the circle be in Milta City? Or outside of the city. That will be that's why some of the teams are still considering like, do we want to go in? Do we not? Like they're not full commit into it yet. But speaking about full commitment, now HORAA Esports full commit on Team Secret, sending a nade on the second floor. Say hello to HORAA Esports now. They have infiltrated the building.
Yep. Can Team Secret go out now? Now that HORAA Esports definitely have that upper hand advantage. Formerical Vibes out of the game with only 3 elimination points, if I'm not mistaken. We'll definitely see that in just a while. Sleepy got tagged, though. It's a back and forth trade from all the teams here, and the circle managed to get into the middle. So Team Secret, I guess this is a good spot, right? But then again, we're looking at the 2 remaining members here, and there's still Austria right now trying to make way inside the safe zone, but they have to deal with Team Flash. So, okay, that's the situation. For BTR, though, it will be hard for them to get inside. I mean, Alter Ego Ares, with a complete squad, mind you, will definitely make it hard for them. Definitely will prevent them to get inside the safe zone.
Yeah, BTR still. They're facing the gatekeepers now, Alter Ego. How are they going to get across? Okay, smokes out. Not much cover. They do have this buggy, but the buggy is at open top, so it's still easy for Alter Ego to shoot them down. But we switch over to Team Secret. Now they have Austria, Thailand coming in.
All right, here we go. Let's check out some moves Break might have in store for us. We can see that he's cooking up a nade up against the Austria, but he will miss that target. Secret was able to move away, step away rather. GK, low in HP, was able to dodge that attack. Break will definitely go for another nade here, but okay, was able to evade that attack as well coming from Austria. But oh man, it was Young T of Team Flash that was able to shut down Red Bull. And also Secret, it was, okay, GK was able to put down not just 1 player from Austria, but 2.
At the same time, save his teammate. Now we're back onto the Indonesian connection. BTR try to cut across, but it's very, very difficult. The fact that Alter Ego has this sort of position. Octa coming in, Octa with the jump shot, and Octa shows himself, and Octa fires back. Octa gets villain, and the rest of Alter Ego follows up. And that is BTR eliminated by Alter Ego.
Oh man, that was fast. And again, Alter Ego Ares, promising a great performance again in ERANGEL. Perhaps, they could back the chicken dinner for ERANGEL as well. Oh man, that's just one of the questions brewing at the moment, considering just how great they are performing for us right now. 6 teams remaining, stage 6 here with 57 seconds on the clock before we hit stage 7, and Team Secret right now popping up those smokes, right? But they are still holding on to this compound. But HORAA Esports trying to get closer and closer to where Team Secret is. Perhaps, a fight might break out between these 2 teams, but we'll just have to wait and see. HORAA Esports is in a 2-2 split here. We've got, 2 of them across the road. But as for Alter Ego Ares, they're all together, pushing together. So let's see which team are going to be successful with their approach in this situation.
And let's see which team is going to get the next phase of the circle. Looking good so far for Team Secret. They're in the middle of it. Same goes for HORAA Esports. Man, what if HORAA Esports gets a triple chicken dinner? I mean, they have a full team and they potentially get the next circle. So the chances are good for HORAA Esports. Not going to jinx anything, but it is just what it is. And the circle does go into the middle. Team Secret has it too.
All right, here we go. It's crucial now for the final 5 teams here. Team Flash obviously trying to make a move since they were not favored by the circle. They are outside in a compound. But it could be hard to get the spot in the safe zone considering that HORAA Esports already made their way inside and has taken over a small building from that compound where Team Secret is also staying at. So it might be difficult for them to just push forward. But then again, Team Flash, they've already built quite a momentum, to be honest, for the final ERANGEL here this evening. And maybe, just maybe, both Team Secret and HORAA Esports might be busy dealing with Alter Ego Ares as they make their way as well. That could be the opportunity for Team Flash to just get inside while the other teams are actually busy, because 456, aka Rosemary, puts down Sleepy. Oh, this might be a huge nightmare for the side of HORAA Esports.
Oh man, hard for them to cross the road and but they fire back though. Sky just got Pratikawa. Badru takes out Jiggle. Jiggle eliminates Pratikawa. They're exchanging shots with each other now. HORAA Esports now 2 active players while player 456 AK Rosemary tries to win it against Floor. And he got it. He got it. That was a really close one.
You know, that was a treat for us, right? That back and forth trade, 1v1 situation. Those are the things that we look forward to. Not just those team fights, you know, and who's going to win the chicken dinner, but those clutches, right, coming from these amazing players. And now we got Octa putting down Sky with that nade. But then again, the fight is not over just yet because we can still see these two teams having a back and forth situation. HORAA Esports trying to hold on as much as they can. Octa not stopping with all of those nade attacks and gets Jiggle this time.
Jiggle eliminated. Now HORAA Esports only no fear left. Mr. MVP himself hoping to pull off another MVP performance to score this third chicken dinner for HORAA Esports. But we see stage 8 now, 3 more seconds. While Rosemary's on the other side with his own nade, he's prepared for anyone who comes by. Circle shrinks, and Don't Fear does not have a circle.
Okay, here we go. Number advantage, I can say, definitely goes to Alter Ego Era's momentum as well. Could they be the juggernauts for this end zone? Tops right now goes in for a huge molly. Unfortunately, he gets tagged. What are you going to do, Young T, in this situation? I mean, Team Flash running out of options here, running out of space as well as the blue zone is about to devour them in just a while. But Team Secret having 2 players, oh, this could be hard to defend. I mean, you're managing Alter Ego Eras, you're managing HORAA Esports and Team Flash as well. So definitely firepower is a bit lacking here at this point.
Yeah, right now, if we talk about firepower, Alter Ego has it with 3 players, and they are on the other end. But at this point, it's going to be pressure for Team Flash. Okay, time for them to come in. They pass by against Team Secret. Team Secret, oh, they failed to defend. Okay, they managed to infiltrate, but from the side, Rosemary stop one player, Young T, from coming in.
Oh man, Alter Ego Eras. Honestly speaking, you know, with the kind of performance we are seeing from them at this moment, big chance that they can score another chicken dinner at this point. Again, all they need to do is just play their cards right. I mean, we still got Team Secret, we still got HORAA Esports, but then again, number advantage, which is very crucial, right, goes to Alter Ego Eras. And right now, they are controlling the circle, right? They're also trying to put down GK at this point. 456, aka Rosemary, just went in for a spray. Unfortunately, wasn't able to hit his target just yet. But then again, Alter Ego Eras definitely has an ace in this situation.
Here we go, potential final run for No Fear. And Blue Fountain, look at the mini screen right now. It's a difficult run for him. But now we have Alter Ego and Team Secret. Oh, Alter Ego is on a mission. On a mission to be the king of ERANGEL to score their second chicken dinner on this map.
All right, here we go. 3v2 break. Position-wise, perhaps Break can manage to do this one. I mean, he does have a great vantage point, but if he gets knocked down with a nade or even a molly, that is it for the side of Team Secret. Oh! Rosemary gets tagged! He's out of the game! Evens out the odds here. Alter Ego Eras versus Team Secret still is going on without Rosemary. Badru goes in for the charge with an SMG, goes in for a spray up against GK. It's a 1v1 exchange. Badru goes down hard. Same thing goes for
got it!
Secret was able to back the chicken dinner with 10 elimination points at 20 in the overall score.
And it is GK that came in with a final blow for Team Secret to score this chicken dinner. Woo, what a round that was. When you thought Alter Ego had 3 players, they had it in the bag, but Team Secret says, no, you shall not pass.
It wasn't easy at all. I'm telling you, these guys are just making it look easy, but it is really not. I mean, did you see just where they are positioned just a while ago? They are trying to deal with Team Flash that will be coming from outside of the zone. There's also HORAA Esports, Sky being the last remaining player, and he is also trying to get lucky with the shots, trying to put down Team Secret as much as he could. And then there's Alter Ego Ares, who has, a trio, for a squad. And they did manage to get everyone to get the chicken dinner despite all the odds going against them.
And they managed to stop Team Flash from coming in as well on the other side of the circle. It wasn't an easy one for Team Secret. So many teams to manage, and they still are able to come up with this chicken dinner. Man, Team Secret still bringing the performance from the previous round or the previous stage into the grand finals. Now I wonder how much, how many points did they collect in overall that would boost them to what spot?
But definitely in this performance, they were able to bag 20 points, because that's 10 elimination points plus a chicken dinner. I do wonder where they're going to be placing in the overall rankings. But, oh man, they did bring the heat, for the final ERANGEL here. They came out swinging. They did not even... It honestly wasn't really an easy win. It was a hard situation for Team Secret, but they managed to pull through. That is what makes their victory even sweeter.
Oh yeah, absolutely right. And well, because Team Secret, they did very well. The only place they could compare is a Team Secret player and also another Team Secret player is GK and Break. 7 and 3 in terms of eliminations, but Break did a lot more work with 1,179 damage, and we can say that GK is more like the finisher in this case based on the stats, and that's where a Break, with the amount of assists that he put out, well, I guess that's where, again, it just tells the story that GK is the guy that just ensures the point goes to Team Secret.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, did you see the dance he did up against Badru and Octa? Oh man, that is some top-notch performance right there, I can say. Rosemary, okay, 456 over here, managed to put up 6 elimination points with 1,257 damage output, hence getting the MVP title for this round. A lot of you, including me, actually expected, given all of the advantage working out for Alter Ego Ares, I really thought that they're going to be bagging the chicken dinner, to be honest, right? I mean, they were so aggressive with the push. They know what to do. They tried to control and dictate the tempo of the game, but at the end, everybody got, we're surprised with how Team Secret managed to pull off a chicken dinner, but all in all deserving, I can tell you. 7 elimination points coming from GK, followed by 456 Rosemary with 6, and then we also got 355 here from coming from Formerical Vibes, putting up 4 elimination points, and Young T coming from Team Flash.
Ooh, okay. Different teams up on the board here. Now, before we head on to our overall scores, we're going to recap on how Team Secret got this chicken dinner. They changed their regular draw spot from Novo to North Jogopu. It was a quick drop for them. So if it's like this kind of circle, straightforward rotation, you take the northern side coming in, and they actually hugged the East Bay to come into the circle. And they were one of the earlier ones to do so. I guess that's the advantage of you dropping on early. You can make those quick rotations and pick the best spot possible within the circle for yourself.
Yeah, you try to mix match your gameplay, right? I mean, sometimes they go aggressive with the elimination points, and sometimes there's really a need for you to just get, ahead of the curve, get into a position just to maximize and assuming more elimination points. And that's exactly what Team Secret did. They were patient, and just like what you said, they try to get in. They're one of the first teams to be inside that particular spot, managed to secure a compound to themselves, and just did their best in defending that very spot, and they were able to do just that. That is why it was a convincing win for the side of Team Secret.
Well, lots of big teams not getting any points at all. Xavier again, 2 rounds in a row, no points for the Vietnamese squad, followed by REDFORCE, who came up as one of our top stats for the ERANGEL map, also 0 points. 7-9, they went out very early, I believe, into the hands of TALON and also Team PANDUM. No points for them. And Team PANDUM also did well in the match before this, so it's quite a surprise for some of these teams down there. Before we head on to our overalls, here it is, the match stats. And we're back to normality, I must say. 267 throwables used.
Yeah, and I almost thought that NS REDFORCE was able to pick up their pace. Unfortunately, you know, again, somebody or another team put a stop on that momentum that we were talking about just a while ago. Exited the game with 0 points. Okay, it's forgivable, I can say. It's tolerable for day number 1 in any tournament. Like, even if this is not the grand finals, it is still a-okay. But then again, the moment that we step into day number 2 of the grand finals, oh, it's good. I mean, it's not... we don't really have that much time for them to kind of dilly-dally, so they need to get straight to the point and just really, you know, do everything to make sure that they get the lion's share perhaps in this competition. But then again, you know, there's a lot of competitive teams here. We got Team Secret moving up 9 ranks just because of that massive performance, you know, ending that ERANGEL match with a chicken dinner. We got Alter Ego Ares moving up 3 spots as well. But it is total domination coming from the side of HORAA Esports, bagging 2 winner chicken dinners right now. Again, it's a significant lead. I don't think, you know, a team can dethrone them, at least for day 1 of this competition. But come day 2, of course, there will be a need for them to defend that top spot. After all, you know, 4Merkel Vibes is... I can say that it's still a slow burn, you know, for the boys. But looking at the situation, looking at the second page here, Sir Cloud, it is only 4 thrives right now with only a single-digit number in the overall rankings and currently at the bottom of the page. I know a lot of you Pakistani viewers out there probably heartbroken about this, right? But I know you guys are very passionate, and definitely 4 thrives will, you know, bounce back in this situation, because we still got day 2 and day number 3, and we still got a final match happening in Miramar. Perhaps, you know, that could be a start of something new for the boys of 4 thrives.
Yes, but before we go into our final match, as usual, we're going to take a breather, people. So we'll see you guys after this break. the last game for today. That means we are like 13 games left, ladies and gentlemen, in the grand finals of the Clash of Giants Season 6. And what a round it was for Team Secret. My name is Sir Cloud, together with Red Queen Andy, who will be your storytellers for today. And we're coming back onto Miramar next.
Oh, the momentum has been swinging back and forth all day, Sir Cloud. And again, if you guys missed some of the action that happened from game 1 down to game number 5, Alter Ego Eras really started strong. And then there's HORAA Esports took control during the second game, and then the Saviors' individual brilliance again briefly shifted the focus, but HORAA Esports regained their footing. Match. And before I continue the point that I was making just a while ago, you can ask us, your questions, right? And type it down there in the comment section. But don't forget to include the official hashtag, which is COG6 and Ruthless.
Yes, and your name could be featured on our live stream. Early on, we had 2 comments up, so there could be more than 1 comment. So just putting it out there, okay? So everyone stands a chance to be featured. Now, last game here. Then these are our chicken dinner winners for today. And HORAA Esports scored 2 chicken dinners. You know what? Alter Ego almost made it too, but
yeah,
hey, I guess they shared the love with Team Secret.
Yeah, Team Secret has definitely thrown another wrench into the works with a win on the final ERANGEL. And this sets up, quite a crucial final match in Miramar. So I do wonder which team will end day number 1 with the strongest momentum going into tomorrow. I mean, there's, of course, HORAA Esports at the top spot with 2 chicken dinners. Again, it was an almost victory for the side of Alter Ego Eras. Team Secret did an amazing job securing that final chicken dinner in ERANGEL. So who else is going to be stepping up for day number 1?
Oh man, I mean, if HORAA Esports is dominating all these stats, right, including the ERANGEL stats and also the Miramar stats, I mean, well, and also they created a significant gap on top. Okay, also to point out that HORAA Esports, they are 12 points away from the 100-point mark in day number 1. So I'm just saying, right, they could potentially do it in the final game. Speaking about the final game, prediction time.
I don't know anymore. Okay. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna take my chances on the Savior.
Okay.
Going for Alter Ego Eras. Ooh, interesting.
I mean, 1 chicken dinner and a second place finish where they almost got the chicken dinner. They are looking like they are having the momentum as well. So that's a good pick, I must say, to having Alter Ego on the lineup. And again, Alter Ego, they came into the grand finals through the fan voting, and it's nice to see that they're actually giving it back to the fans.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, like, yeah, Alter Ego is performing right now. Same thing goes for HORAA, and I can say, some of the wild cards that we have for this competition, definitely. Yes, some of them are not doing great for now. I mean, including for Thrives, but this is just day number 1, and usually day number 1 is the getting to know phase, for all of the teams here. But then again, there's also the consideration that some of the teams might not be doing well because they're still trying to get a feel of their new members probably joining the team, how it affects their synergy and whatnot, the overall team composition. There's also the fact that this might not be the time for them yet to kind of reveal their aces or like their secret weapons. You know, a lot of considerations, honestly. Whew, I can just say that what a day it's been. You know, we've seen wins from also Ego Eras, HORAA Esports twice. The Saviors, of course, incredible win in MIRAMAR as well. And a surprise victory coming from Team Secret on the last ERANGEL. Now that we are about to head back to the desert sands of MIRAMAR for the final battle of the day, we will see another new winner emerge, or will one of the previous victors solidify their position? Let's find out as we head on to MIRAMAR.
We know you missed this, so we gotta show ourselves for a second before we get on to the game. Here we go, Miramar match number 6, people. The final match of day number 1 of our 3 days grand final series in Clash of Giants Season 6. And when it comes to the stats, well, it's still dominated by HORAA Esports.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt. Everything comes down to this MIRAMAR showdown with the leaderboard so tight. This final chicken dinner could be absolutely crucial for setting the tone for day number 2. So will a team seize this opportunity to take a commanding lead, HORAA Esports, or will we end the day with an even closer race? So let's drop into MIRAMAR and find out, Sir Cloud.
Oh, here we go. Earlier we saw an early fight in San Martin involving, let's see here, it was NS REDFORCE in it. So I'm looking at San Martin. There might be a potential clash there. Xavier had an early clash as well. But DRS, this time, the area that they dropped, they have visitors here. They're going to share it, but probably not for long. Looking at the circle all the way down south. Here we go.
Oh man, there's no time to share this piece of land. DRS, Team PANDUM going at it once again, ladies and gents. Max is already on the ground here. Example, as well as Gante, was able to bag 2 of them, so obviously they're not in a very good shape. Example trying to find out, or trying to find this last player. He wasn't able to get Jubranki. He got damaged with the knife. Okay, Killer Whitey is here to save the day. Oh man, and he's trying to save his bullets, right? And went in for a knife kill as well. But as for Team PANDUM, not everything is too late just yet, because we've got one more player, and that would be Billbot. But for how long is it gonna stay inside MIRAMAR?
And the fight continues on here with Royal Dragon and NS REDFORCE. So far, NS REDFORCE won 2 of their fights against Royal Dragon in St. Martin, and this time it's going to be a 3rd time around that they will meet here. Okay, on the other side, XCY is going in for the revive, while Suba is trying to find a different angle to shut him down. Goes up to the 2nd floor, and then the 3rd floor, and then the 4th floor. Oh, look who's there. There's another one waiting. That's DZ. Oh, there you go.
Okay, here we go. Dancing for... Okay. I was gonna say they're gonna, like dance back and forth on this one. It takes 2 to tango, but Suba obviously won that fight with an amazing skill. Showcase of the skill right there. Anyway, we still are looking at 18 teams, so no team has gotten the boot just yet. But as for the side of NS REDFORCE, the fight is not done up against Royal Dragons, although TZ is already out of the game here. But hey, Claw again making some moves right now, shutting down another enemy from NS Red Force, hence getting the upper hand advantage up against the Korean teams. What is happening with NS?
Well, they're not out of it yet. At least that's good news. Oh, but from the side. Oh, Suba, nice shot with the shotgun onto XZY, taking me out. NS Red Force, how many players do they have left? Okay, they have 2 players on the other side. One is being revived, while Royal Dragons on the other side of the road. So a mini truce for now, while both sides, they lick their wounds. But Team Pandum, again, 2 times in a row, 0 points.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, we're definitely going to be seeing them tomorrow, so we'll just have to wait and see if they can make any changes whatsoever to their gameplay and perhaps bag a chicken dinner of their own. But for now, since this is already the final match, good game, well played for Team Pandum.
Well, NS Red Force, 2 players here. But on the other side, their opponents, Royal Dragon, 3 players. Now, Royal Dragon, they surely know that they have the man advantage, but they're just taking the time to loot. Okay, here we go. Claw. Nade into the window, but yeah, Beating is not near the window. So anyway, that nade will not land, so he's going to save it for now. As for the other 2 players, Frank and Suba, here they come.
Oh man, here we go. Vinny right now about to deal with 2 players come from Royal Dragon. Doxy at the foot of the stairs here. Okay, he's been damaged by Saba. Okay. Manages to get out of there quickly, but with a micro Uzi once again, shutting down a player. Beanie switched to his AKM. Saba knocks down. And it looks like NS Red Force will be winning this fight. But yeah, Claw is still alive though. And Claw, to be honest, the kind of performance I'm seeing from this guy is equivalent to like 3 players. So can he do this one-man team thing for Royal Dragon?
And they seem to be coming back. NS Red Force, that is. Now Mr. Clutchman Claw. 1v2 clutch, maybe, perhaps. 1,500 meters away from the circle. The blue will be arriving soon. He has 2 first aids. Oh, there's not going to be an easy win here for Claw. NS Red Force, they're not really pushing too.
All right. Was able to inflict a little bit of damage from that spray, but then again, wasn't enough to put down any play coming from NS Red Force. 2v1 situation, I believe. Okay. Obviously, NS Red Force have the advantage here up against Claw, but then again, they need to be careful because Claw is still a dangerous opponent inside this game. I mean, we've seen this man clutch up 100 times during the group stages, so yeah, it's not impossible at all, you know, for Claw to actually put down these 2 players coming from NS Red Force.
And so he's waiting patiently on the upper floor. Who's going to make the first moves, people? Come on, blue is going to arrive soon. Time's not on their side. They have 1,000 meters to travel next. Okay, and is the force moving? No push. Oh, come on. Okay, it's like watching the paint dry.
Yeah. Let's make it more dramatic, says NS Red Force. They are popping off the smoke, right, to not let Claw see whenever they decide to come after him. But yeah, let's make it theatrical. Okay, let's make it more intense, right? Nerve-wracking experience coming from both of the teams there. But anyway, checking out HAINA ESPORTS. They haven't put any numbers onto the board just yet, but obviously a lot of teams are doing their rotations, right? Getting inside the circle. Most of the teams, and not all, right, has taken a compound onto themselves around Los Leones. Again, one of the biggest areas that we have from this map. And definitely with this kind of circle cloud, Los Leones will be highly populated once again. It may be the focal point, you know, up until the end of Miramar. What happened to Tribe Aramacy? Okay, do you want to go for this, Sir Cloud?
Oh, okay. Shout out to Lipid, guys. His second comment. We'll answer that in a bit while we put focus on the weather. NS Red Force. My fault to Claw. Okay, give us a moment, all right? It's real intense right now. Can't wait to ending to this. Beanie does not have any first aids, and the blue has arrived. Okay, there's a first aid for him to pick up. His teammate left one for him. Doxy eliminated. So now it's a 1v1. Okay, I don't know. Is this the right moment to answer the question? Okay, but just a quick one. Trier Missy, they were voted in, but they had other businesses to attend, hence they couldn't play the grand finals. So the slot is given to the next team, that is Alter Ego. There you go.
There you go. Okay. Just in time, Sir Cloud. Just in time. Both of the players here holding onto a DPS. So it's quite a crucial back and forth exchange here for both NS Red Force. But just look at that. I mean, Claw evens out the odds here. He was able to put down another player from NS Red Force. So this now makes a 1v1 situation. Who will perform a huge clutch? Is it going to be Binny or is it going to be Claw?
Oh man. Still waiting though. But if we talk about utility, Claw has the advantage. He has one extra first aid. So if they were to continue to stay here, well, it's quite obvious Claw will win. So the pressure's on Beanie now.
Yeah, and just look at that. The Grim Reaper is taking chunks of his life, both of their lives, to be honest. But Claw managing to go for the resources here. Oh, he got a little impatient. He got impatient. Oh, just went in for a charge there. Oh man, okay, but it's all or nothing. Honestly, at that point. I'm not saying it was such a bad performance. I mean, he was able to take care of business, honestly speaking. But even though he had that advantage up against the other player, I feel like it was such a reckless move, to be honest. But then again, hey, it is a game after all.
Whoa, that was a long standoff. Okay, hopefully he has enough time to get into the circle next. And speaking about the circle, south of Los Leones will be the center point, and a lot of these teams are already taking the high ground, and they're cluttering around the center of the circle now. And a lot of teams are still traveling, including DRS, TALON. We have HORAA eSports coming in as well. Formidable vibes for the players or one of the teams in the middle of the circle. And look at the spread that they have. It just shows the control that they currently assert inside the circle.
Mm-hmm. And it's Red Force, DRS, HAINA, as well as TALON eSports still in the blue zone. So getting back into action right here, ladies and gents. Kenny trying to arrange a conflict up against D-Savior. D-Savior, also Natty T on the screen, trying to do a massive spray here up against, those boys from SM9 down below. But who's going to be winning the fight? We still don't know just yet. Kenny just waiting for the right opportune moment to go in for a spray. And Kenny with an M249. Oh, man, he was so close to putting him down. Unfortunately, he ran short. Oh man, it was D-Savior who bagged the point up against SM9. Oh, what a missed opportunity that was.
Yeah, Natty from the side caught him off guard. And the other members of SM9, they're coming in 3v4. D-Savior, two players at the front going up against Firen as well as Bubuku, Natty and Levi's. Kicking up that thing. And SM9, lots of damage at the Bubuku, forcing him to turn back. But Levi's is followed up, and Natty with the DBS. Two players of SM9 taken out.
Oh man, strong performance right now coming from the side of D-Savior. 5 elimination points at stage 2. Kill feed definitely not stopping. I mean, we still got Badru, Octa getting knocked down on the floor. Followed by Patikawa. Oh, Alter Ego Ares not in the best shape for now, and just like that, DRS stepped into the game, eliminating some of the players coming from D-Savior as well. I mean, Levi's already out, so perhaps we can see a battle between DRS and D-Savior.
Circle time, and look at the amount of teams on the high ground. South side of Los Leones. It'll be interesting if Circle goes away, but inside Los Leones, now we have Team Flash and Team Secret, the Vietnamese connection. Let's go!
Alrighty, we go. Team Secret, Team Flash right now having an exchange, going head-to-head. Bows on the top floor. I can say Tops might be healed up by Zayas at this point. GK, Frankie. Of course, this is a great tandem, but unfortunately, Bows caught a nade, and it is now Yongti left to defend the whole team. Can he still make it happen? HAINA Esports got eliminated as well with only 1 elimination point under their belt. Heike. Oh, GK, where's that I go? GK right now. Going for a massive spray. Still making it happen for Team Secret. There goes the drop. And yeah, Ajaya won the fight. Oh man, quick fight up against Team Secret. But Talon Esports looking to join.
Oh, and here we have HORAA Esports and Talon. Now both teams. Oh, okay. Hang on a second. Oh, Talon, they're leaving this area. Oh, not yet, not yet, not yet. They just backed up. They just repositioned themselves. They still want to stop HORAA Esports from coming in. And speaking about coming in, 2 players of HORAA Esports on their way. Oh, Talon's actually the one from the other side of the circle. Okay, so HORAA Esports are the gatekeepers now.
Oh, the Heimdalls. Where's that Heimdalls? The Heimdalls. Okay, the gatekeeper. Anyway, yeah, Talon Esports is saying, you cannot pass here. This is our turf. This is our territory. And if you want to pass, you will have to deal with us. And now Talon Esports, Axel, trying to get closer and closer, but then you know what happens to a moth getting close to the fire. And HORAA Esports, just made a statement right there, putting down Axel. Let's see if Talon will be brave enough to face the consequences.
At the same time, they're hoping for the circle to favor them on the right side, but no! Circle says no, we're going to leave the high ground, we're going down to the lower ground, and come you may. But the other teams might not allow that. Oh, just got eliminated. Oh, what happened? No points again this time.
Okay, all right. Unusual, but okay. They did perform great in Miramar, so yeah, we'll see them again tomorrow. Don't you worry. All right, getting back into action here. For Miracle Vibes, 1 elimination points. They're pretty close with where HORAA is at the moment, so perhaps we'll see these 2 teams battle it out just a while. But as for the side of 4th Thrives, currently at the bottom of the page here, D-Saver is right on top of them. Okay, so this is the repair gun that we have been talking about in the previous rounds, right? You can now repair your cars from inside the game. And did you know that you can already drift as well?
Oh, you can drift and you can repair.
Yes.
I can imagine a lot of stunts there. If only they're not pressured by like all these circumstances.
And you can also like have the momentum of a moving car, even if you switch places from inside the car. So if you go to the passenger side, there's a momentum, the car will still move. So, that could also be like part of a meta.
Oh, okay, that could be one. Oh, but could be a meta for Medical Vibes now against HORAA Esports. They just took out Jigo. Sleepy tries to get away, repositions himself. Oh, wait a second. Oh, this same building also has another player from Medical Vibes. There's Barrow on the other side. Ruthless got him. Sleepy got him. Flip, and it is Medical Vibes that eliminated HORAA Esports. So no hunger point for HORAA Esports, but still, it's a big haul for HORAA Esports today.
Yeah. I don't think it's going to be taking a toll. The fact that they got an early elimination from this final match, they're still going to be at the top spot. But unfortunately, though, for Ruthless, I mean, he bagged 4 elimination points, but then again, he got spotted by Talon, and he's now out of the game. We're looking at the 9 teams remaining here, and we are only at stage 4 here, Sir Cloud. So I guess, in this final round, in this final match for day number 1, there's just, like a lot of teams that went through, drop fights, and now, almost half of the lobby already gone, or already half of the lobby gone, from this game. Borhan, he caught a nade coming from 355 before MV, and now for Miracle Vibes, this paves the way for them to move a little forward, but Baron, needs to be careful because Misery is just waiting for that right opportunity to take him down.
Here comes Baron. Misery behind him. Oh, Baron didn't know. Took a couple of shots, and Misery took him out. Oh, Medical Vibes coming back against Talon now. And Medical Vibes, they have Talon surrounded. The blue will put pressure onto the other members of Talon. Let's see here. Misery, how is he going to cut across? Doc is on the higher ground. And Misery spotted. 10% of health left. Knocked down by Doc.
All right. Doc being precise as always. They need that right now because he's the last remaining player. But then again, Talon Esports was the one who bagged the victory up against 4MV. Now we're looking at 8 teams remaining. And look at that. We've got new challengers right now for the side of Talon Esports. That would be the guys of EARENA. Okay, are they going to be capitalizing in this situation? Because Talon Esports trying to recover still. I mean, they just came off from a fight. and now EARENA is looking to dominate them. But are they brave enough to like crush the compound?
Oh, wow. Unless they feel that they have enough space. Okay. That could potentially still happen though. This compound not really that valuable, but it's an entry point to the circle. But anyway, coming back to Talon, that's it. Thanks to T2K that took them out. Talon, 4 points collected through eliminations and 1 placement point. That's 5 points for them.
Man, 7 teams for stage 5 here. 2 minutes on the clock before we go to stage 6. So if we're gonna be like discussing the team's position again, BTR as well as T2K, they are over at the east side. EARENA will be coming from down south, pretty close with BTR. So perhaps, that would be the 2 teams that might go head to head in just a while. Austria also will be coming from the south side. Fourth Tribes will be coming from the west. And as for D Savior, Lamborghini already down there in the middle. DRS is just holding fort, from the northern side. Let's see if they will be challenging any teams for now.
And let's see if Bigatron can get something out of this. But the long range knock by NC2, EARENA. Got Ken? And NC2 is still in this. Villain's on the left side. He sees Villain. Now he's prepping up his mate. Okay, nope. He kept it back. Switches back to his Scar L. Villain, as much as he wanted to get away, he couldn't. NC2's onto him. And finally knocked by Tiger.
Yeah, example. Down on his knees at the moment, coming off the kill feed. Villain, oh man, it's going to be hard for a pickup to happen. I think this is the end of the line for Villain of Bigatron and Knights and EARENA. Definitely will make sure of that one. Tiger, as you can see on the screen, is not letting go of the situation. Just continues on to go for that massive spray. But it was love from T2K that got the point. All that hard work put to waste.
Oof. After all that, oh man, it was just hard. And right now, only Sata left. And I wonder if EARENA is going to come in onto him. Okay. They're not in a rush though. They are in the circle. So might as well wait for the next 20 seconds to see where the circle shifts. But Tiger is trying to gather the information. Trying to see where Sata is at. He's on the rooftop and they still have no idea. They maybe think that he's on the ground floor. But anyway, it's going to be the circle next. Circle, here we go. Probably in the middle. And yep, there you go.
Yeah, given the situation, I feel like EARENA is definitely going to battle it out with either BTR, T2K, or Austria at this point. But BTR, since we're down to just this one player, ARK, could be hard to defend that building right there because this now makes a prime location and definitely a lot of teams will be looking to get that one. Fourth Thrives, however, okay, they have a compound to themselves, but they haven't put up any numbers just yet, so we'll just have to wait and see. I mean, it's a good start, right? I mean, they still have a complete squad here. EARENA right now doing a massive spray up against Austria, just like what we anticipated. But then again, Austria, they managed to get in the middle of the zone, so they prioritized to get a position, and I think they were able to do just that. But how long can they be surviving this part?
And here we go, EARENA. Still trying to get the other side. And C2 got it. That's going to be Lamborghini eliminated. D-Savior out at number 7. 6 more teams to go with stage 6. EARENA looking pretty good. Although it's only 2 eliminations, but how they took fights and how they took out their opponents are pretty strategic.
Oh yeah, definitely. And just look at that. ARK is on the rooftop, right? He's not making any moves so far. I mean, he doesn't want to risk it, perhaps, because he doesn't have his teammates to back him up. And if he open fires, definitely he'll be compromising his location. And there's at least 2 squads, right? He's in between. So if he compromises his location, that could be the end, for the side of Bigatron Knights. And at this point, if you're the last player, you would want to focus on longevity and make sure that you get and collect a lot of placement points as possible. So let's see if he's going to be sniffed out by the Rabbits over here, the EARENA Academy, as we are going to be looking at them trying to flush him out. I mean, Sakura's throwing a lot of nades there, trying to make sure that this building is empty. But then again, trigger discipline. That is Arc on the rooftop, not making a move.
Oh, man. He's praying that he is not exposed or EARENA doesn't come up to the rooftop and allow T2K and EARENA to distract each other. It's going to be scary times here now for Satar. But anyway, EARENA, they don't seem to be really interested to go up to the rooftop. They're focused onto where would they go in the next circle. Now, since this area is by the edge, it's very likely that they'll need to move forward, and that's where T2K might bring them trouble.
Oh, yeah, definitely. But for ARK, man, all you need to do is just be quiet, for now, not move a muscle whatsoever, because there you go. I mean, EARENA is about a step away from this building right here. They're probably going for some of the players are from T2K because they can hear the gunshots, right? So they can already identify where T2K is currently staying at. I mean, this is like the most logical position that they can think of that might an enemy might be camping at. We can see Fourth Thrives right now coming in from the west side, pretty close with Austria. So perhaps we will see a battle between these two teams. I mean, after all, Fourth Thrives needs to get it up, like closer to the middle, I can say, and eliminating Austria is definitely a must.
Fourth Thrice looking to get out of the bottom 18. Now, so far, so good for them. Top 6 for Fourth Thrice.
Whoa,
Whoa, that was a nade into the face. That was a really close one.
Close call right there. Amazing that he survived, to be honest. But let's take a look at Rolls as well as Killer YT onto the feed here. But Rolls, man, good spot from NC2 via ERANGEL. And again, Killer YT with an effective push, with an effective spray, was able to put down one from across the field coming from T2K. Rolls, man, NC2 just made sure that there will be no picking up from that point. They need to get all the elimination points that they need to make sure that they improve their status in the overall rankings. Here comes another spray coming from Killer YT of DRS and trying to put down love from this angle.
And here we go, DRS looking for the next target in the smoke. A nade landed. Thanks to XMPL, taking out love. And Killer YT will make sure that point goes to DRS. 8 eliminations now for DRS.
Oh man, okay, that wasn't a good spot. That was a vulnerable spot for love. Oh man, let's not look for love in the wrong places, ladies and gents. Looking at the final 6 teams here, stage 7 in Miramar, final match, and again, Joker with a hit and run. And that is it for the boys of VTR, only scoring a total of 2. But then again, still a great job, for ARK. For as long as he could, he tried to stay alive. But then again, T2K going up against the ERANGEL. Igneous taking a lot of damage. Jaya popping up the smoke, trying to hide himself. But Igneous got a nade coming from Joker.
Oh, who's getting the last laugh now? Joker is the one. But Killer YT got a Jaya from T2K. So another point goes to DRS. Now, EARENA, they're on the roll. They're coming right now. They're on the outside circle, but they want to collect more points. They're going towards DRS gaming. Killer YT sprays them down. Killer YT got 1. That is Joker down. Killer YT saying, now who gets the last laugh?
All right, here we go. We got Gante cooking up a nade. Can he be correct this time as where to throw it? Okay, he missed the opportunity to shut down. A couple of players come from EARENA, but then again, the fight is not over just yet because we still got Killer YT of DRS holding on to an AK, and there goes the exchange. He puts a player down from EARENA, hence getting the advantage up against this team.
DRS still playing the defensive game, eliminating the other members of EARENA while being on a rampage with at least 10 elimination points. Now Sakura spots IQ from Fourth Thrice on the other side. Fourth Thrice now coming back. 5 elimination points in the bag now. Fourth Thrice, they want to end this day big.
Oh yeah, perhaps this could be the game, right, for Fourth Thrice to bag the winner chicken dinner. I mean, it's been a long time coming. A lot of the fans are just waiting for this treat to happen for the side of Fourth Thrice. But then again, they're down to the 2 remaining members. DRS definitely has the number advantage and a whopping 47% of getting that chicken dinner. Let's see what they're going to do in this situation, as they were already bagged up 11 elimination points for the team. They do have that momentum, but then again, IQQ, big brain gameplay, shutting down 2 players right now, Gyante and Example. Oh my goodness, this guy is definitely on fire.
Now, the rest of 4 thrice coming in. Oh, but before that, IQQ got one. It's 2v1v1 now. It could be anyone's game still for the final chicken dinner today. And we're definitely going to see a new team scoring the chicken dinner this time. Okay, here we go. 4 thrice with T24. He knows that Killer YT is behind this hill. He's going in for it. Killer YT now down to 50% of health, while Sakura is monitoring the situation. These 2 players distracted with each other. Sakura coming with a surprise. Oh, there you go.
All right. Oh, can a Sakura bloom in vast desert of Miramar? Here comes another spray again, trying to punish the boys of 4 Thrives. But then again, at the final match, the champion would be 4 Thrives.
Those are right up 4 thrice, ladies and gentlemen. It is only day number 1. And finally, they scored the chicken dinner. This could be the rise of 4 thrice. So keep an eye on this team for day 2.
Oh my goodness, I thought we were gonna be ending the day without a chicken dinner coming from Falak's team. But then again, oh my goodness, another way to shut down naysayers down there in the comment section. 4 Thrives, thriving in the Clash of Giants Season 6, day number 1 of the Grand Finals, securing a chicken dinner in the final round after being at the bottom of the page from game 1 to game number 5, but it is about them when it comes to game number 6.
Whew. What a ending that was as well, and it was not an easy ending for any of these teams, especially those who need to come down from the high ground. But 4 thrice, man, just as when the fans missed them, well, they're back up here again, representing Pakistan, of course, and 4 thrice. I wonder how far this will boost them. Perhaps until page 1.
Okay, let me catch my breath for a while. Okay, that is amazing coming from 4 Thrives. You know, they were pretty quiet during the first few zones, but they did manage to have their team intact up until the latter stage of the game, which is of course always an advantage. And the way that they flipped the script up against DRS, because I believe, you know, with the kind of momentum DRS already has, everyone is just expecting DRS to kind of win the final round, given the number advantage, right? But 4 Thrives was able to turn the tables and get that advantage and continue dominating, hence getting the winner chicken dinner. Again, it wasn't really an easy feat to win when you are at a deficit, you are at a disadvantage, but 4 Thrives just made sure that, you know, they live up to their reputation to like really thriving in crucial moments such as that one.
Oh yeah, and we have to put in Falak, of course, from 4 thrice here in comparison with NC2 from EARENA. Both of them came out with 4 eliminations each, but when it comes to the damage department, it is Falak, of course. Assist, same. Team contribution, more to Falak, that is. So with the amount of damage output here by Falak as compared to NC2, 4 thrice, well, better in comparison, that is.
Yeah, anything can happen. You know, we've seen different teams excel on different maps, you know, and there were a lot of outstanding performances, I can say, and a stunning upset, you know, to close out the day. But 4 Thrives' victory against EARENA, the final Miramar match circuit, is a testament to the unpredictable nature of this tournament, and we are already on the edge of our seats, you know, to see what will unfold for tomorrow. But then again, we're not gonna end the day without putting a spotlight to Killer YT, putting up 4 elimination points and 1023 damage output.
Oh yeah, Killer YT shown up a lot in our screen earlier on, trying to stop multiple teams from coming in, including EARENA was the highlight for me. When he sprayed down to EARENA as they were trying to crashing onto the compound, stopping them at their tracks. That was the highlight for Killer YT this round as our MVP, the only player to score more than 1,000 damage. Alongside him, it's going to be Falang from 4 Thrives, NC2 from EARENA, and XMPL from DRS.
Yeah. I'm not sure, right? I mean, we've been calling him XMPL for quite some time now, to be honest. But yeah, some of the other casters are actually calling him Example. So XMPL Example, I think it's pretty much the same thing. You know, as long as we can see their name on the screen as one of the top performers, I guess it is still a-okay. But just focusing on like how 4 Thrives was able to get to the last few zones of the match and actually bag the winner chicken dinner, this is what they need to go through for the final round.
Yeah, it's a southern circle, and when it had a lot of water, it shifted towards the mainland, and 100% land that is. And just when most of the teams thought that, oh, it's going to go to the high ground, no, it goes to the lower ground, forcing a lot of teams to go down. And EARENA was one of the last few teams to be able to survive the high ground onslaught until they met up with DRS. Yeah, during this stage of the circle, they wanted to rotate, they wanted to crash into the warehouse, but DRS stopped them until 4 Thrives came in from the left side of the circle to end the game.
And again, it wasn't that easy. Nothing is easy when you are playing PUBG Mobile. That is why, you know, we always celebrate all of those small wins and, of course, victories. We celebrate those players who stands out among the rest from inside the lobby. And, of course, again, you know, we're going to be putting the crowns to 4 Thrives as they scored the winner chicken dinner, putting up a total of 17 points for the final round here in Miramar. That's a 1-point lead up against Nepal's DRS Gaming with 16. EARENA coming in at 3rd, which is, I can say, one of their best performances for day number 1, scoring a total of 14 points. So 3 teams that manages to end the game with a double-digit score. And as for Alter Ego Eras and the rest of the teams that are at the bottom of the page, yes, we've got 3 teams that went out without points inside their pockets.
Well, this is, I believe this is the least throwables used so far. 149, but I can understand why, because a lot of teams had to migrate from the high ground to the low ground. They didn't really have time to use those utilities or those throwables. Hence, we don't see it as much as before. Totally understandable, and that will force them to take gunfights instead because they have to make it quick rather than taking time to close nades, you know, finding the right position and so on and so forth. So yeah, gunfights. Keep it straightforward.
My heart skipped a beat, to be honest. But yeah, amazing day number 1 it has been, Sir Cloud. I mean, it was a clean slate at the beginning of the match since this is day number 1 for the grand finals. Again, we didn't really have that much clue as to which teams are going to be, you know, like dominating or like who's in the mood, you know, waking up superhuman and collecting a lot of points for day number 1. But then again, you know, I feel like crowd's favorite, right, did not disappoint their fans and gave everyone a treat here.
Well, let's see who's the overall MVP that did not disappoint their fans, people. I have a hunch it's going to come from the crowd's favorite, and it is No Fear from HORAA ESPORTS. 20 eliminations, 4,774 damage. Not gonna lie, I actually thought it was Sleepy because he got 2 MVPs.
Oh yeah. But then again, you know, I mean, No Fear manages to like show how powerful he can be inside the battlefield. And a lot of you guys down there in the comment section asking what we think about the whole lineup from HORAA. Given the performance, right, this is quite good, honestly speaking. The fact that they are dominating the overall rankings is showing you know, like their prowess. You know, they are giving us a huge roar, you know, that they're the top dogs in this competition. But then again, we're not in the overall, I mean, like, we're not in the official stages or tournaments as well. So it's like buying a car, right? And you haven't had the chance to break it in just yet. So this roster getting into the official tournaments, that would be the test really, of what they can do for us in the battlefield.
Oh yeah, this is also a taste, right? Oh, and of course, because Sleepy's got 2 MVPs, he's not missing from our road to MVP. He has at number 2. What about tops from Team Flash? And then we have Octa from Alter Ego, and we have also Sky from HORAA Esports. HORAA Esports dominating the road to MVP. I mean, they got like 2 chicken dinners, and they're the best performing team by far. So they have to have a lot of names up here.
Yeah, and also this is by far the highest average elimination point that I saw from a player, 3.33. Oh, man. Okay, let's see. A Sleepy HORAA as well with 18 elimination points, 3,712 damage. So this duo right here makes a lethal duo, for the side of HORAA Esports. But then again, there's also Joker coming from EARENA, who is doing great as well. We've got GK from Team Secret, and of course, Ruthless from 4 Miracle Vibes, both putting up 11 elimination points for their team. But this is such a higher damage output, for GK. Only goes to show how many more players he was able to drop inside the game.
Ooh, HORAA Esports. Okay, no surprises that they're number 1, but they are more than double the second place team and also a third place team, that is Alter Ego and NS REDFORCE, both of them with 42 points. Wow, this is a significant gap, and obviously they'll be playing again tomorrow, so it will take a lot to pull HORAA down.
Oh yeah. I mean, do we make way as early as now for who's gonna be the grand champions of Clash of Giants Season 6? Ooh, man. Okay, of course, that is just a teaser right there for all of you guys. We don't know what's gonna happen, right? Because we still got 2 more days for the grand finals. For Miracle Vibes, okay, currently they have a total of 32 points. They moved down 1 rank, but they are still part of the top 10. I can say that although this is not the kind of performance that we do expect coming from 4 Miracle Vibes, but overall, it is still a pretty good start, I can say. EARENA, amazing, 31 points, moving up 2 ranks. 4 Thrives, that is a huge leap right there, coming from the 18th place, coming from the bottom of the page. Now they've landed on the 13th spot.
And here's our head-to-head comparison between HORAA Esports and Alter Ego Ares, who's the number 2 team. Wow, look at the numbers. Like, damage is pretty much double, eliminations double,
Wow.
heals not the most important of stats, frankly speaking, but the first 2 stats is just by far.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you there, Sir Cloud. 12,327 damage output for the first day, and they're currently leading the chart. They've put up quite a significant lead compared to the rest of the teams here, and it will take quite a lot for the other teams to even catch up with the number of points that HORAA Esports was able to set onto the board. But just to give recognition to some of the players, right? We've got top scorers from Team Flash. We got Octa right here. You can see the average elimination points, damage output, grenade elimination, and team contribution. So this is more of I wouldn't say strengths and weaknesses, but whatever their role is that they're playing for the team, whatever it demands, I think they were able to perform that one exactly.
Oh, we have a new stat here. It's a seismograph comparison between the points that they have collected. So let's see. Game 2, and obviously, anything with, okay, the only round that Alter Ego had more points than HORAA Esports is game 5. Other than that, it's HORAA Esports all the way. I mean, that's no surprise there by now, considering that the gap that they have. But this is an interesting stats though to compare the number 1 and number 2 team. So based on the seismograph as well, it will take a lot of mountains for Alter Ego to catch HORAA Esports now.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go. I think it's safe to say that the seismograph right there just showed us, the dominance that is HORAA Esports for D number 1 here of the grand finals. And just looking at the stats, again, these are all promising numbers that we can see on the screen. Only goes to show that we do have a lot of competitive teams that we have inside the lobby, because some of them, even with their big names, established organizations, they're not showing us just yet, what they can really do inside the battlefield. So we'll probably head on towards day number 2 with, I guess, a much more higher expectations for some of the teams that did, show up for the first day, and also a resurgence, from those teams that are down there at the bottom of the page. I mean, Fourth Rise was able to really catapult themselves, moved up 5 ranks in total with just one massive game.
Yeah, so that means Fourth Rise are telling the fans that don't write this off yet. Trust the process. 12 more games to go, people. And of course, we're going to play the next 6 games. Not today. It's going to be tomorrow. We'll be closing the show for day number 1. Tomorrow, we'll be back again. Same time, same channel. My name is Circlat together with Red Queen Andy. Don't forget to follow us on our socials, including Instagram. We're very easy to find. It's just down here, down there. And we'll see you guys again tomorrow for day 2 of the Grand Finals, Clash of Giants Season 6. Bye!
Good night, everyone. See you tomorrow.